Welcome to the Atlaran Adventuring Company. This is the world of Atlaran. Beyond the Forgotten Realms and perhaps not far from Exandria, Atlaran and her two-moon sky have seen leviathans, dissolutions, divine gates, and calamities. And that's only the last 5,000 years. Perhaps most distinct for her scars, Atlaran is host to a number of sacred or cursed sites, depending on whether you ask Bahamut or Asmodeus. Or perhaps you'll ask the old Balin gods, whom the world herself and her moons and star are named after. These places, like Mount Gear, the Monomarig Meteor, Drozdana, the Dawn Deep Trench, the Shattered Continent, the Greenhall Sea, the entirety of Garrett Eldathos, they all play parts in the world's fate. But it's the people that truly shape it. And every so often, little windows of time, short glimpses into exceptional people's lives, are plucked from the midst of the chaotic centuries, and we call them stories. They're not always epics of heroism and bravery. Quite the contrary. Every hero was once a bumbling fool, or a selfish mercenary looking to make a platinum. Or, in most cases, both. And that brings us to our particular window in time, following in the footsteps of a scorned bard and her unlikely lone wolf companion. Or perhaps lone coyote is more apt.
Marin Veneer, a half-elven fighter with a love of freedom and gunpowder, and a former bard relearning her musical skills. Marin was the daughter to a frail sun-elf laundress who passed away when she was still young. Left to care for her half-sister Sylvie alone, Marin grew up far too fast. In her desperation to keep her sister from starving, Marin accepted help from the Alteras, and was lured into their poisonous web of abuse, theft, and murder. Forced to kill and torture often those unsuspecting and even undeserving. Eventually, Marin dared to question her adoptive father Alistair, and was slaughtered on the spot by her brothers just before she was 18. Sylvie was left to flee alone, but 10 years later, Marin awoke, revived by the Heidling cult. Sickly but determined, she recovered thanks to powerful magics and the apparent interest of Cynthia Moore, mother of the new king of the Arbiters, Silas Moore III. And, by Cynthia's order, Marin was given as a gift to Silas in the hopes that she would become his subservient partner, a suitable wife that would not question the Moore family thanks to her debt to them. Marin, however, had the spark of rebellion in her soul by then, and wasn't about to be controlled again. When Silas proved he supported her in the freedom of those crushed by the Arbiters, Marin reluctantly fell in love. Now with her fiancé at her back and the work to be done, Marin is ready for the long road ahead. She'll make sure no one suffers under the boot of the Arbiters or the Heidling cult ever again.
Kit, just Kit, a shifter, or elucier, of the Coyote Totem and mildly devout cleric of Savros, the Balin god of mischief and wanderers. Originally hailing from Amnoblin as part of a group of natives called the Manamar and Dalmaric, Kit's people have always been harassed by the Skull, or outsiders who seek to take their ancestral lands and waters. Kit's particular tribe was attacked when he was young, rendering himself and his brother Ren orphans, and forcing their tribe to flee their home continent altogether. They found refuge in Iroquel, but struggled to adjust to the change from subarctic to equatorial desert. Trusting in the sacred Mount Gear, heart of the world, to watch over them, Kit's people settled in the northern savannas. But Kit never settled. Aimlessly causing trouble to Skull and taking mercenary contracts to send money home since he was 15, Kit has become a person of interest to the Guild of Wardens, enforcers who help keep the common laws. Thanks to Dana Fioris, a former troublemaking comrade who eventually went straight and became a warden herself, Kit has quite the dossier with the wardens, and rarely struggles to find work at their guild. And now, alongside Sylvie, Kit has his own scores to settle with the Arbiters, though breaking apart an organization of kidnappers and slavers would be reason enough to destroy them.
Hey.
Okie dokie.
Let's go inside then, I guess.
Okay. We're going downtown, down to London town. What?
Anyway, you cross the outer bridge and head into the tunnel through the crater, which the actual crater area is completely free of overgrowth. So you just walk from like a jungle into the normal crater with all of the temples. And it's fairly quiet, not a whole ton of people around. You get the idea that maybe a lot of people have left or evacuated or something.
Weird.
Yeah. And as you head toward the serviceable new wooden bridge into the Monomarig, you see standing at either end of the bridge are a number of sentinels watching over it. And they all recognize you, nod as you pass by. You head into the Monomarig.
Okay, as soon as I cross the shield, I'm going to send the message to Quinn.
Okay. You send it.
Okay.
It sends.
Okay.
Okay.
He's
Keep
alive.
walking.
Okay, we keep walking.
Head into the Monomarig and head downward to the chamber of the visiting pool, where you see a number of people actually like catch up with you guys and follow you down the stairs, where you see that Quinn has indeed received your message, and people are starting to gather. You see Annika, you see some of the Green's March Druids, you see D, a couple other people. Yeah.
I walk up to Quinn and I'm like, can I have that scroll back, please?
Yeah, sure. Here you go.
Okay, you're supposed to send that back, but that's okay.
Oh, well, I was busy doing.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's DM anyway.
It's cool. So is everybody here? Everybody listening?
Yeah, I think this is everybody.
Quiet down, everybody. Quiet down.
Nobody's talking.
I know. I said it anyway, though. I'm like, can you guys please like calm down? Oh my god.
The volume in this bus is astronomical.
Excuse my potty mouth, but shut the fuck up.
I don't mean to raise my voice, but
Yeah.
All right. So we potentially have a way to get Kenna out of the tree. However, I'm going to need everybody's help. And so I'm going to need everybody's help. I pull out with the glove. I show them the crystal that looks like the Vox hide.
Yeah, several people are like, what the fuck?
So this is a creation. It's very similar to the Vox Tide, but it is not bound to a person. It doesn't have a piece of a soul, and it's not a Horcrux. So we should be able to replace them if we get out of there, and then we need to remove Kenna from the tree. Okay.
They'll nod, and they're like, okay, lead the way.
There is something that you all need to be aware of. I need your help, but if you can't deal with this, that's fine. The last time I tried to talk to Kenna through the tree, a frost demon named Alarka spoke to me.
Okay. There is some sort of whispering that goes around the circle until Quinn sort of quiets them all down. He sort of speaks for the group when he says, we'll do whatever we can to help. We'll get her out.
I take the wrapped up Gullah hide and I hand it to him as well. I'm like,
Oh.
This is the Gullah hide.
Oh my god.
So give that to Senna whenever you're ready.
Senna, and he like looks around and sort of like, where is she? And someone sort of motions toward the back hallway and he heads off.
Okay. Did that actually
That's what
happen?
you feel after it gets to her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, she ate it. That's fine. I'm going to wait for Quinn to get back.
Yeah.
And then
you hear him go off, be like, Senna, and after a moment, there's just and everybody who has a staff in the room is just hit like in the chest with the force of a truck. And then Quinn comes walking back out.
Okay, so the other part of this that you all need to be aware of is that the Heidelin cult is no longer pursuing the staves. They gave us the Galahide of their own free will. They are trying to bring Alarka through the Demiweir.
That those two things don't seem to fit together.
That's because they're trying to destroy the Demiweir.
And you see Senna walk out behind him, looking a little bit better, but still pretty rough. And she sort of, one hand on the wall next to her, she looks at you guys and says, "We have them all now."
We do, but for now, I need you to hold on to them.
But why? We can finish this.
Don't transfer them yet. We don't. There are some unanswered questions that we don't know.
I don't understand.
We don't want to bring him back.
If you have the core and Algar's parts were always supposed to go back to the core, if you get rid of all of them and all that's left is you, I'm very worried about him reincarnating inside of your body.
Then what do I do?
I have some ideas, but first we need to save Kenna. I just need you to sit this one out.
I can help, though.
I need you to keep as much power as you have. What we may have to do later might be difficult.
Fine. And she steps back.
Okay. I'm sorry, I guess. So I just need everybody to be on their guard and please help me get the box tied out.
Galahide. Senna.
All staves are now accounted for.
Kinda. Only one is technically not accounted for.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm wondering if Kenna would want to give it up.
Never give it up.
Never gonna let it down. Never gonna run around. Desert it.
That was something, you guys.
I unironically actually like that song.
That's a good song.
It's a good song.
It's fine.
Yeah. He's got a nice voice.
So let's go to the tree.
Okay. Go to the tree.
Let's go kill a god.
Later.
Yeah. Well, we'll kill a couple.
So you all gather up and head down. As you get into the caverns beneath the Monomarig, you do see that the tree has expanded even further.
Yep.
Everything else is still frozen in space, including the waterfall. Just every drop of water is just hanging.
Sorry, song that neither of you know. Okay.
I didn't even hear what you said. Wow.
Said.
My brain.
I didn't even hear what you said.
But you all head down to the bottom of the switchback path down the cliff and up to the tree itself, where it has expanded to probably like 15-foot diameter of just different trunks all laid over each other and wrapped in vines, and the roots extending outward across the entire cavern, just ripping up the stone floor. And yeah, just this writhing mass.
All right, I will.
Which is a great phrase.
I guess I'll look back.
Writhing mass. Sorry.
I will. I'll look to everybody and I'll be like, I have no idea what I'm doing, so
yeah, we know.
Just help.
Either. No one knows. This has never happened before. No one knows what this is.
We're on the edge of a cutting new discovery, y'all.
Of glory.
Yep.
I was gonna
We're on the edge of glory.
We're hanging out a moment with you.
With you. Okay, circle up, y'all.
Okay. They all gather around.
I guess I'll just hang out in the background.
Marin, I would actually like you and Silas to join us since you have the staves. They might be able to help.
Yeah, and Sylphie like shoulders her way into the group as well.
Sure, you can try to help.
She's got magic.
Sure.
She's like all magic.
I'm like the champion of Taldunost.
You're claiming that
Have
now?
you told her that?
She'll earn it eventually.
Oh, okay. All right.
Do we like link hands and sing Kumbaya or something?
Actually, it's all sex magic, so we're gonna have to all orgasm at the same time.
All right. Cool. Been preparing for this.
And she like points at one of the druids who's like kind of young and attractive, like redheaded girl, and he's like, "You," and the girl's like. And all of them are like looking around like, what is happening? There's so much emotional whiplash happening right now.
Simultaneous release, everybody.
I'm sorry. That sounds difficult.
It does. Yeah. How many people are here? We have like a 1 in 4,000 chance of this happening.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to line myself up to where I think the Voxhide is.
Mm-hmm.
And I have the crystal in one hand. And I'm going to summon Nyx in the other, in staff form. And be like, all right, everybody, let's go.
What do you do?
I'm going to hold the hand out that has the Voxhide crystal. And I'm going to get it close to the tree and see just what happens.
As you get it closer, these trunks and branches that are all wrapped around together start peeling off and drifting toward your crystal.
Okay.
Like they want to wrap around it.
Do they seem like they're opening up so that I could like
they're
walk
coming
in?
at you like they're trying to fold in around that crystal.
Do you? I look at Quinn. I'm like, you guys have been keeping this at bay. Do you know how to? I pull the crystal back. Like, do you know how to hurt it? How to get through?
I mean, you just kind of. And he pulls out a hatchet. He walks out. As he steps up, he summons a sort of gout of fire in his hand, and he grabs onto one of the branches and just hacks at it, and it comes off much easier with the burning, and he just starts hacking pieces out of your way. It literally looks like this is how they've been controlling it this whole time, is just fire magic and axes.
Perfect. I will
because
let
they're
him
Vikings.
I will let him go at it until we get to the crystal.
I was gonna say I pull out Flameheart staff form and I'm just like holding it on the ground and ready to like channel as much.
Can you do produce flame and like create more fire for him?
I could.
You got some cantrips.
Let me look at my cantrips as well.
Everybody comes in with like flaming hands, produce flame, bonfire, a couple people, and just start hacking and burning at the outside of this tree.
Can I use shape water to grab the water inside the tree and like try to rip it aside?
It doesn't really work that way.
Oh, come on.
It doesn't.
You're already doing enough. Just
I will
getting it in there.
I will do primal savagery so that my nails get really long and I'll start like raking at the tree and doing acid damage to it to like break it apart. I just want to help.
But you're the guy that we're trying to get in.
No, I know.
I am also doing produce flame and like I'm trying to do that.
With all of you hacking at it and sort of trying to tear bits of it away, it takes a long time to get through even a single layer. But eventually, with people focusing around where Kit is, eventually Quinn goes and peels back one of the branches.
Pause. How long does this take?
I would say it's going to take you guys at least a half hour of hacking away.
Oh, just a half hour. Is a short rest a half hour, or is that an hour?
I allow half hour short rests.
Okay, then instead of doing primal savagery, can I do a short rest?
I guess.
What? Is that okay?
You can.
Okay.
You can.
I just want to use my natural recovery to get a couple spell slots back.
Okay, you can.
Okay. I will meditate.
Like, yeah, you guys do it.
Yeah.
Is that the sex magic you were talking about?
No, I'm just.
That's coyote magic.
Yeah, just. There, I get 7 spell slots back. Hallelujah.
Oh, damn.
Well, 7 levels, so.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. So, after a good half hour of just hacking and burning at this thing and trying to get in where you have to kind of like take it off in layers because it's all intertwined together. Mm-hmm. Eventually there's a point where Quinn grabs a hold of one of these branches and starts pulling it back with all his body weight as like Marin and a couple other people are trying to burn it to the point where it'll snap off. As he pulls it back, Marin, you see just the edge of Kenna's hand appearing, and you can see it's wrapped around something.
Yes. Okay.
I will keep on tearing and moving.
Yeah. I will get up from my meditation. I'm like, I'm ready.
Yeah. Focusing your efforts around Kenna's hand, you eventually get to the point where moving upward, having remembered how the spear elongated, you managed to pull off enough pieces to see the end of the Vox hide. Okay. And Kenna's hand actually holding on to it.
Can we see the tree on the other side that she stabbed it in?
Yeah. Tree? No.
Okay.
It's like another good 1.5 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna let go of Nyx and be like, I'm just gonna in my head and be like, hey, can you help me as much as possible?
Okay.
So I put the crystal in one hand and I'm like, all right, everybody get ready. And I reach out.
Zoomies.
Yeah, I reach out with the other hand and I grab a hold of the Vox tide.
Make me a Constitution save.
Okay. Oh, that's not great. Con save. 14.
14?
Mm-hmm.
As you go to grab onto it, make that a wisdom save.
Oh, okay. Same roll with a wisdom save would be 22.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah.
As you grab onto it, the first thing you hear is the unmistakably familiar just scream, just ripping through your head. And you actually hear like Nyx yelp as he is struck by this sound. And you have the fake Vox tide in your other hand, right?
Yeah.
It starts to pulse in your hand. Do you have it in a bare hand or?
I have it in a glove.
Okay. It starts to pulse. And distantly, somewhere behind this scream, as you manage to sort of push past it, you can hear the sound of a woman just letting out a battle cry. And you hear this loud explosion, like somewhere far in the distance. And just laughter of a man.
I will take the glove off and grab the other crystal, and
okay.
I will try to stab it into the tree.
So you are holding both at the same time and stab the new one in.
Yes, to see if I can like swap them.
Okay.
I don't like the way you said that.
I don't either. I don't like what you're doing. So,
double overgrowth.
So you are you pulling on the other one at the same time?
Yeah, I'm pulling. So what I'm trying to do is like trying to yeah.
Okay.
I'm also like, as I'm like pulling all these like vines and stuff away, I'm talking to Flameheart too, and like, try your best to help him too if we can like send energy towards.
I will look back over my shoulder and be like, somebody help me.
I'll actually run over, and seeing that you have the fake box tied and you stuck it in the tree,
I'm trying to like switch them, like yank it and pop it in at the same time.
I'm assuming this is just before it's stabbed in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually put my hand on his shoulders and channel as much Flameheart energy into him.
Silas steps up, a hand on Marin's shoulder and a hand on Kit's, and you all just sort of like focus in, and then D comes to the other side doing the same thing. And next to you guys, Sylphie looks over to Quinn and like steals his knife, and she readies a flaming smite on it, and she's just fucking ready.
Nice.
And you all kind of go like, okay, 1, 2, 3, and you pull as hard as you can, and you have like Marin and D helping pull as Silas and Marin are pushing on the opposite side to help you push this faked Vox tide in.
I will also shift to do this.
Okay.
Bonus action shift.
Okay, first of all, I need you to make a strength roll, an athletics roll, with advantage.
Okay. Oh my god.
Really?
I rolled a 1 and a 4. Athletics?
Yeah.
5.
Okay. So you pull as hard as you can, ready to push the other one in, and it's just not moving.
Oh my god. Can somebody help? Somebody hit it with fire. I don't know what to do.
All right, I hit it with fire.
And Sylphie gets in there and wedges the knife and just starts levering it up and down. And as you guys are still pulling and pulling and pulling, eventually Sylphie's just like, God damn, let me do it. And she grabs it.
What?
And she's going to roll.
Barehanded?
Barehanded.
Oh God.
Can we all try to help her?
That's natural 19.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So she reaches in and grabs it, and she's, as you guys are like grabbing onto her and pulling and pulling and pulling, eventually you see it shift and start to slide.
As it comes out, I'm going to line it up to put the other crystal exactly where it was.
Okay, make me a roll with your dexterity modifier.
Oh god.
Technically sleight of hand.
Which is 1. Oh, which is 2 with sleight of hand.
Not my fault that you have no physical skills.
10.
10? Okay. So as the original Vox Tide comes free, and Sylphie just lets out this primal just scream of just frustration as she's pulling it. It finally comes loose, and she almost accidentally throws it. If it weren't attached to her, she would have. And you just jam the other one in as fast as you can. Not really that accurate, but you managed to not hit Kenna, whose hand was holding on to these.
Well.
And as you jam it in, you have to actually like duck backward as the spear-shaped crystal suddenly just extends several feet and almost like goes through your face. And the entire tree starts to shiver and shift around itself. And
shivering.
This is a serious moment.
I know.
The entire tree just starts almost unraveling, and you realize it's dying as branches and trunks start just peeling off and going limp and just melting into the floor. and you see Kenna's arm begin to slide down like it's going lax. And finally, you see this bright green light just shoot through the fake Vox-tied battery, and you hear behind you Sylphie just scream.
Oh no.
am running over to her.
And she has fallen to the floor, clutching both her arms to her chest, so you can't really see what's happening. But you do hear a dull thud behind you as Kenna falls to the floor, released. And the original tree, missing all of its needles, but still standing, is emerged from the overgrowth.
Silas!
Yeah, Silas follows you immediately and darts back. He's like kind of looking at Kenna, but he's like, no, Sylphie first. And he comes over, and you see the Vox-tide has... What?
Well, no, so I can't remember what the rules are with it. So they have the complementary staves to each other. So
the life and death staves, yeah.
Yeah, so does that mean he can deactivate it, or is that a...
They're not complementary, they are rival staves.
Yeah, they're
okay,
not.
so no, that's bad.
Yeah.
Shit. What was the complementary one to it?
Life?
Yeah.
Water.
Ah!
Oh, it's me.
Kit.
Okay, I will go.
Water.
I'll go over there. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do, but I'll go over there.
Yeah. As you guys get to her, you see Sylphie as she like picks herself up, and her face is just scrunched in pain. You see the Vox-tide has shrunk back down to its original size, this spear-shaped crystal, and her hand is just covered in these black markings that extend all the way up under her clothes.
Whoa.
And you see them starting to crawl up the side of her face.
Going way faster.
Like they were with Kenna.
Oh, fuck. Silas, it's not gonna matter. It's too far.
No, just touch it. Get her to let
No,
go of it.
I will reach out to her.
It's fine.
No.
I got it. Oh, I got it. It's
No,
okay. Just
you
give me a
don't-
second
no.
to catch my breath. Okay, the screaming stopped. It's good.
Oh no.
All
Who
right,
did it
and
sound like?
She sits back on her knees. She says, I don't know. I've never heard that voice before. Whew. She looks over her shoulder where you can see several of the druids are sort of pulling Kenna back from the now ashes of the former overgrowth.
You said there was a green light in the tree that shot out?
It sort of like extended. It's not like it shot to someplace,
Okay.
but it was just like an expulsion of light.
Okay.
Can someone please go... I'm just saying this out into the air. Like, can someone please go make sure that the shield is still up?
Yeah, and one of the druids runs out where Quinn is carefully like laying Kenna down, and you notice the entire chamber is unfrozen. You hear the waterfall again. You see the other trees sort of shift in their odd way, these weird mushroom trees again. You see things just moving again, like this almost freeze of life down here has stopped. And Sylphie sort of picks herself up and says, okay, that was stupid, right? That was really stupid.
Yeah.
Quite, actually.
And she, as she is sort of blinking and sort of anxiously like messing with the front of her armor, you see her look at Silas, almost like her gaze is drawn toward him. And you see him look at her oddly. As you can tell in this moment, Keladir is talking to him. And he's keeping his distance.
Yeah, you two cannot get near each other.
Yeah.
Can't you get that unstuck from her?
I don't have that spell prep. The only person who has it is Silas.
Well, I thought you could just touch it.
It doesn't work that easily.
Well, I was
could
able
try.
to do something with
No,
hide.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Nyx, will you help me try to unstick this?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll summon Nyx into a gauntlet.
Okay.
And I will reach up and I will put my hand on top of the crystal.
And Sylphie just holds it out, going. And you take hold of it. Make me a... Well, first of all, make me a wisdom save.
Oh, I'm advantage because I'm shifted. Wisdom save. 28.
28? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, first of all, what are you just pulling it away, trying to detach it?
Yeah, I'm trying to let Nyx like channel whatever he needs to into it and pull it free.
Okay. Well, first of all, you take 7 psychic damage.
That's fine.
As louder than ever, the scream pierces through your mind. Except this time it is accompanied by a second voice. A much deeper, angrier voice.
Fuck.
That is just screeching at you.
Oh no.
And recognizes you.
Yep.
And as you close your fingers around it, trying to pull it away, your hand is just almost magnetically just shunted away so hard you almost like get turned by the force.
Mm-hmm.
And Sylphie nearly collapses, just grabbing her head.
I look at Marin and I'm like, Alarka's in that crystal.
How?
I don't know, but I heard his voice. Sylphie?
Yeah.
This is a really stupid question.
Yeah.
Are you really attached to that arm?
What? Yeah, that's my hammer arm.
I can grow it back tomorrow.
That's dark, kid.
What?
I mean, he can.
I literally can grow it back.
Is there nothing else?
A greater restoration is not going to take it off your arm. It's too advanced. The only person who might be able to take it back is Kenna, and I don't know if she's ever going to wake up.
And Sylphie looks toward Kenna, who's still out cold.
Mm-hmm.
And you notice a lot thinner than she used to be. This previously tall, muscle-bound lady is now... Well, it looks like she hasn't eaten in the amount of time that she's been stuck to the tree.
Yep.
Sylphie's like, can we just like, can like Senna unstick it, or
the last person I want to give a piece of Alarka to is the woman who murdered I don't want to give a piece of the guy who murdered her entire family to her.
Yeah, that's probably smart.
I also don't want to put a great demon in a god's body. Ever.
But I mean, this is like, it's on my face. Will this all come off, or?
We don't
Maybe.
know.
Someday.
We can do a greater restoration on that, I'm sure.
All right, somebody give me an axe.
First of all, can someone check to make sure Kenna's alive, please?
And Quinn says she's breathing. It's okay. Like give me. I'm not letting you do it.
Are you looking at me?
Yes.
Oh.
Are you okay?
Yeah. You know what?
I can make it.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay. Someone get her an axe, and Marin, will you please ready produce flames so that she doesn't bleed to death?
This is so dark.
I mean, if she gives me her knife, I can just do flame blade. I can do it myself. I can just chop it off like a lightsaber.
No.
Okay.
Just like, you don't need to ready anything fiery. I can do that myself.
Okay.
No. Give me an axe. She just yells at the whole group, and somebody's like, oh, okay. And they bring her like a sizable like hand axe, and she's like, oh God.
Do you want me to heat it up?
No, I got it.
Okay.
Marin's like not looking.
I can't cast it until right before I'm ready.
Okay. Can I Can I... Okay. I don't know what to do.
Okay, Mare, yeah, don't look.
I'm not.
Can I... Do you want me to numb it for you?
Shut up and stop making me think about it.
Okay, I just want to help.
She like walks over to like a protruding rock and she just sets her hand on it with crystal.
I will walk up and tap her shoulder and I will give her guidance.
Guidance to hit herself.
Yes.
And she's just like, okay.
God.
Touches it to her arm. She's like,
I love that you're covering your hand like something's gonna actually show.
Yeah, no, I just.
She's like. Oh, Jaldonis, don't fail me this time, you bitch. And she pulls it back and at the same time mutters an enchantment and you see the axe light up with a fiery smite and she just brings it down as hard as she can.
Plus a D4.
I know. That's what I'm doing.
Oh my god.
This is terrible.
This is great. This is like the shit I live for, you guys.
Smite herself.
I'm gonna divine smite my arm.
Yeah, I've never seen a paladin do this before. I'm into it. Okay. You all hear a not unfamiliar sound because you've done it to people before.
Oh, gross.
But the sound of bone being sheared. It sounds like celery snapping.
Yep.
And you hear tss, and ding, ding, ding.
Nobody touched that. And I look at Sylphie.
Sylphie's hand laying on the ground with the crystal a few feet away from it. And Sylphie just doubled over this rock, just having dropped the axe.
Hey, Silas.
Yeah, Silas is immediately like, oh god, Sylphie. And he walks up and like puts a hand on her back and begins casting.
I'm going to go up with a glove and some cloth, and I'm going to wrap up the Voxheim.
Okay.
And, gather that up.
Sylphie is just, like, she's practically laying on this rock, just her arm held to her chest, as Silas is casting a couple healing spells.
Yeah, I'm crouched down next to her. Is like, everything's fine.
Shh.
You did a good job, kid.
I think I might cry.
No. We're not crying. There's no crying in baseball. It's fine.
There's no crying in baseball!
Oh.
Paladins don't cry.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as she looks up, you can still see the marks like all down her arm and her face. And she looks at Kit. She's like, "You better be able to get this back."
Oh, I absolutely should be able to.
Because otherwise, I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna kill somebody anyway, but
okay.
Let's just make sure it's not you, huh?
Yeah, we'll do our best.
Haha. Yeah, and Silas is just like, it's okay. And he's like wrapping it up.
I should probably check to see what spell components we need for regenerate, huh? Yeah. Because I don't have it.
It was the prayer wheel.
I've got that. I've got that.
Yeah. Meanwhile, behind you guys, you hear Quinn go, she, I think she's waking up.
Okay. I still have everything bundled up.
Yeah, and you see Kenna starting to like lift her head and blink, and Quinn sits her up and she sort of leans back against him, and you just hear, "Fuck."
Yeah, that's her. That's her, everybody.
All right, who did it?
It was me.
Dumbass.
You keep saying that, but you're welcome.
What the fuck is that? And she points at the fake Voxnite.
A lich made it for us.
And she reaches up and just takes hold of Quinn's collar and says, Quinn, just end it. Just end it, please. Please. And he's like, no. She's like, why do I have to be alive?
Because you're our only hope, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
And Quinn starts to help her up, and you can tell just by as he's picking her up, like she should be a lot bigger, like around the waist with all the muscle and everything, but it's like lifting up a skeleton. And he kind of gets her to her feet, and she leans on him. She looks across at Sylphie and all of you guys. I'm like, what the fuck did you just do?
Well, she grabbed the staff. And, she heard Alarka's voice inside the stave. And so did I.
Where is it?
I have it right here.
Give it here.
I don't know if you should touch it.
Who else is going to deal with it? You shouldn't have done this.
We had to get you out of there.
No, I was in there for a reason. And she almost like topples over, and Quinn like catches her.
Kenna, the cult is no longer using the staves. They gave them to us. They gave them to us willingly. Kyla is trying to bring Alarka back.
I know.
Yeah.
Why do you think I did that?
Well, we need you here.
What is happening? And she just looks around, and Quinn sort of helps her along and says, you need rest. We're gonna talk about all this, but I think everybody needs to sit down.
While they're doing this, I am checking on one of the Palantirs and seeing if I can see what Alistair's doing.
Well, it's in his bag, so you don't see anything.
Oh, god damn it.
Well,
beans.
Did that druid ever come back and tell us that about the shield?
This would be about the time that they come back.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a jog to get up there.
Well,
but yeah, the druid does come back down soon as you're all sort of gathering up, and she says, "The shield's still there."
Perfect.
Who is it attached to?
Nobody currently. Possibly me, since I touched it.
And Kenna looks at you.
I've been training for this my whole life. I'm the High Elder Druid.
Or at least the past 5 months, because
Yes.
that's when I became a druid.
We're all gonna die. The demiware's gonna break. We're all gonna die.
I mean, the demiware is going to break either way, so we should probably fix that first.
I need to know.
You do. And, like, a solid salad.
And eventually Quinn just picks her up because he's the only guy big enough to do it, and he just carries her upstairs. And Sylphie follows in short order, just like she's got her arm shoved into her jacket.
How are you feeling? Feeling a little lighter? A little better? A little...
Are you asking Sylphie?
Yeah. A little less tethered?
And she just keeps walking.
Yeah, kid, I don't think you should talk to her for a bit.
Why? I didn't cut her arm off.
I mean, okay, that's true.
I didn't think she'd actually do it.
When she commits to something, she commits to it.
I will.
It's just she doesn't commit that often.
I will
She
keep.
saves all her power.
Yeah.
I will keep that in mind. That's
Silas...
horrifying.
What?
That someone could just chop one of their own limbs off on purpose. That is an act of will.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
You ever seen 127 Hours?
Nope.
That the guy did that in real life. They made a movie about it.
Oh, cool. Cool.
No, it was pretty
No.
gross. No.
But yeah, Silas goes with Sylphie, just keeping an eye on her. And what are you guys doing as the group is filtering out? A few people do stay down here to keep an eye on the tree, but everything seems calm.
We have to go find Alistair. I'm not letting him just run around in Haven unsupervised.
I can't leave the shield.
Whatever?
Not until someone else takes it over. Would I know how to test that?
No.
Oh.
You don't know anything about how the shield works.
Can I send a message and then will it to go through the shield like on my little parchment thing?
Do you want to try?
Yes. I want to send one to Alistair, actually.
Okay, what do you write?
I tell him and be like, hey, we switched the crystals. Meet us at the bridge.
Okay.
And then I send it off and I will it to go through the shield.
Oh! Look at you.
It does not come back.
Motherfucker!
God, what a dipshit.
He can't!
He can't!
Oh, I guess.
What if I will it to let it back through the shield?
5 minutes later.
I control the shield! You guys!
One of you
that's-
is possessed by fucking Alarka. One of you is fucking controlling the shield, technically possessed by the shield.
Well,
And one of you that's just possessed by her own anger.
I'm sorry, did you just say that Sylphie was possessed by Alarka?
You don't know.
You just said it.
But is that actually what's happening?
Is that what's happening?
You don't know.
What if Alistair did this purposefully to let Alarka out of the tree?
Yeah, I definitely.
Well, it's been fun, you guys. This has been a great campaign. Goodbye, cruel world. What does the message say from Alistair?
It says that he is on his way.
Okay.
That's it.
I'll look to Marin and be like, he's going to meet you at the bridge.
Kit, can you put it with someone else? You can't just stay here. We have stuff to do.
I will give it to someone when I can.
Why can't you now?
Who is going to take it?
I don't know. There's 15 different people who just helped us do it.
I think we need a night's rest before we start choosing people. I'm sure it can be swapped at any time. I'm sure it's just like, changing a light bulb. It's just like changing a torch sconce. Super easy.
So what are we supposed to do? We're supposed to wait and...
I don't know about you guys, but we're pretty beat up. We need some rest.
What are you doing?
And Alistair can buy his own hotel room in town.
I don't trust him alone.
Hello, boy.
Actually, I think he said he was going to go back to the tower before sunrise.
Oh, kitty.
Yeah.
Just stuck his head up here.
Meow.
Did he bite you?
No, he's got his claws in me.
Oh.
No.
Go talk to Alistair. But I will not let him inside the shield. And I can't leave to talk to him.
Fine. I'll walk away out toward the bridge.
I will go all the way to the edge of the shield with you, but I can't go beyond.
Okay. That'll allow you to get halfway through the second bridge. So you'll be able to get out to the bridge that's on the Haven side.
Gotcha.
Okay. So you guys head up. Stay out of my dice. You head up, and in the visiting pool chamber, you see Senna is in there next to Sylphie and talking to her. Hello, boy. Oh,
I can see him.
Just want some love.
yeah. This is his new like favorite place to sit, which is just like next to my shoulder. And he just occasionally goes on me.
Aw.
Yeah, go get her. Anyway, you see Senna next to Sylphie talking to her, and she is deeply concerned, seeing all the markings suddenly on her and asking like what happened. So okay, so who has what? The Galahide has been moved to the lower chambers, right?
I thought we gave the Galahide to Senna.
Yeah.
Sorry, yes, you
Yeah.
gave it to Senna.
Senna has the Galahide. I have the Voxtide.
Okay.
With the Sylphie hand attached to it?
No, once it was detached, her hand and the crystal came apart.
Okay.
Yeah. But as you guys come up, Senna approaches you and says, What happened? There was a shockwave and
The Kenna is out of the tree.
and she nods toward where she saw Wendigo. She said, I saw that. She looked awful.
Yeah.
She does.
But the shield's still up. It's still safe in here.
Yeah.
So we have all 9 staves secured now.
Yes.
Assuming, yeah. We have all the staves.
Yeah.
What are we waiting for?
Senna, we can't. We have to hold off. We don't know what happens when we get you down to 1. And if everything in the core, if all the pieces of him went back to the core, that could mean that you would become him.
We also think that there might be something else inside the Voxtide.
That too.
Well, then who should I give the Galahide to?
Just hold on to it for now.
We'll need to discuss that.
Yeah, we don't have anybody yet.
I'm getting worried about this waiting.
Why?
Because the longer we wait, the longer other people have to plan and do things.
They're already doing things. But we can't afford to make a bad choice on this. We're not going to wait forever. It's just going to be a few days. We have to figure out what's going on.
I understand. Just let me know if I can help somehow.
Okay. We need Kenna back up and running. That's
Okay. I can help with that.
I don't strain yourself.
No.
Okay.
I want to make sure I'm ready whenever we do move these over, but I can help with her.
Okay. Can I ask you something? Do you
Sure.
Do you know anything about the Demiweir?
Yes,
I mean,
helped create it.
Do you know if someone at your current power level could walk through?
I don't.
I mean, Nikolai said that's a possibility, right?
Yeah. If someone as powerful as Kyla can pass through, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to.
But
I have tried before when I had more staves, and it didn't work, but I've never tried when I didn't have a staff.
But that's the thing. I don't know if you would survive not having a staff.
Have you ever tried with just one?
Oh. I did once, but I wasn't. I was still strong then. Each time I give up one of these staves, it takes more of me with it.
My idea is to send you through with the core.
You think that could work?
It's possible, but the problem is that I don't know if all of our Ulgar's soul is coming back to you, because that's what the core does. And if I
But
if
if we
I
threw him outside the demi-weird, then he'd be separated from all of his power.
Yes, that is my thought, is that if we get you beyond the Demiweir, your people can help you. But if we get you down to one staff, we don't know if it might summon him back, because all the pieces will be back together. Can you feel him?
I don't I don't know. If he's with me, he's either locked away or he's trying to stay quiet. I don't know.
What have we done that pisses him off? That always makes him noisy?
Whenever you take a staff away. Every time I transfer one, I hear him.
Do you hear it from the staff you're transferring, or from all of the pieces?
I
I
don't
can.
know.
Okay.
When they come to me, they combine with the core. And so they're indistinguishable until I split them apart, and then he goes quiet.
They're there. I guarantee they're there.
You think he's just
I think
rebuilding?
this is why you can do this. I think the reason that Kyla gave us the stuff that we know is that Kyla was going to search for a way to give herself the Galahide in the same way that you gave us the other staves. But she gave it to us willingly, which leads me to believe that she can't do it. I think the reason you can do it is because when they combine with you, they combine with the core, and you siphon the pieces off, and what you're left with is the raw power that you can give away. I think I don't think anybody else can do this. I think the only reason you can do it is because you are the core.
And you see her sort of absently clutch at her dress around her sternum, you can just see the panic setting in.
You've always had the core, haven't you?
Not always. It was given to me just this year.
Who gave it to you?
A girl by the name of Akiane, somehow related to Jessa-san.
Do we know who that person is?
We had the core
Oh, that's
for a
right.
while.
You had the core, and then it got
Stolen.
We gave
away.
it to Kenna.
We did.
Yeah. And it was stolen from Kenna. And then the Runaway campaign got a hold of it. And Akiane Oriana, the apprentice of Jessa-san, got a hold of it and gave it to Senna for a favor.
When she gave it to you, what changed?
It was certainly a much larger power surge, but I assume that's because it's the amplifier crystal. But now that you mention it, absorbing these crystals ever since has been much easier.
That's what I was worried about. And Marin was the first person you ever gave one to.
Yes.
I think you're the siphon. That explains a lot.
What if... Is there a way to take them back out without transferring them to somebody?
I don't know.
I mean, is there a way that you can give up the staves anyway, like without giving it to someone, without doing what you did to us?
Everything I've done thus far has been experimental. The only way I figured out to detach them from me is to give them another soul to attach to.
Yeah.
What if we... Wait a second.
What?
Why don't we just... You have 2 staves right now. Why don't you just give someone the core?
I can't. As long as I have another one, I can't give the core away.
Mm-hmm.
I can't split the stronger one off.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even know what would happen if I gave it to somebody.
You would probably die. And we've been warned that if you die this time, there's no recovery.
There is no recovery, no.
That's why I wanted to take you through the Demiware and put you in the Astral Sea.
But if we go through, then someone can help me, someone can reach me.
Yes. That's what I want. I want someone to be able to help you. And Atlaran is my first choice.
But
I don't know if Talon would even help me.
I think you'd be surprised.
we don't know how that's going to affect Ulgar.
We don't know how any of this is going to affect anything.
Yeah.
It's never been done.
I don't want to give him the opportunity to do what Kyla and the rest of the cult wants.
But if we go beyond the realm gate, he won't have access to things on this side. He wouldn't be able to return the way they want him to. He'd be beyond the Demiware. And if my sister comes to help me, she can get a hold of him finally.
My question as well is that I know we just gave you the Galahide. If you gave it to somebody, we could potentially test this to see if we can push you beyond the Demiware. Because we don't need to... If something else is inside the Voxtide, it doesn't need to be transferred. We can find some other way to destroy it. The other staves have been destroyed. If we can destroy this one.
Are you sure Ilarka is actually in it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But when I touched it and when Sylphie touched it, we both heard him.
Maybe he's established some sort of connection. My siblings and I, we've all made sentient weapons before. Maybe that's what he's done with it. I mean...
Yeah, because I don't think he can actually... I mean, that's all Alarka's doing.
He cannot come through the divine, the Demiware.
I just don't want him to possess you and maybe give you some memories that you don't want.
I'm not worried about memories. I don't remember everything, but I remember him. I know what he did. And I can promise you if he comes anywhere near me, he's going to have the fight of his immortal life. I may not be much anymore, but I can still put up a fight.
Kit.
I look at Marin like, should we do it?
If we have the chance, if we give away all the staves and put him behind the demiware, that's it. The cult's done. Kyla's done. I say we do it.
Okay. I'll kind of reach out in my head to Nyx. I'll be like, do you think this is a good idea?
I mean, I don't have any others.
I love this thing so much. Okay. I will unwrap the crystal, still holding the cloth between me and it, and I will hold it out to Senna.
And Senna...
What's wrong with my camera?
It's been glitching randomly.
Yeah, that's weird.
Senna reaches out, and she pauses just short of the crystal. And you see this look of like recognition come over her as she finally taps it with her hand. And I need both of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, God.
Oh, I don't have advantage anymore. My shift wore off.
Ooh, 7.
27.
Okay, Marin, you got the lower. So you just so happen to be close enough that as she touches this, each of you feel something because you're connected with the staves, but Marin, you get a little bit more as in an instant, a stream of memories just flashes through your head.
Oh no.
Of a darker, wilder looking Senna is standing holding onto the Voxtide, looking down at Green Hall in all of its original glory in the city of Keladir.
Yep.
And you see her looking over the crystal before she turns away and goes off into the distance. And you see memories of a little girl in a beautiful sort of silk gown in a library, this endless library, beautiful books and wooden shelves. And she comes running up to, you can only imagine you're seeing this from Senna's point of view as the little girl holds out the book. And you have another flash of a young man with sort of a cocky grin sparring against an older man who looks much like him and appears to be Talon. And you get just these flashes of quick memories. You see Atlaran's face. You see a black dragon. You see smaller dragons with that dragon. You see some of the Titans, but when they were young and small. You see what you can only imagine is Savros, this also very cocky, very self-assured entity, very tall and thin, just messing with somebody, like almost like with puppet strings. And you just get all of these flashes before Senna closes her hand over the Voxtide, and it almost looks like somebody just straight up like shoves her as she steps back and catches herself. And Kit, you feel, well, you all feel the shockwave of another staff being essentially destroyed, or at least its physical self. And you all hear off somewhere Kenna just scream.
Uh-oh.
And Senna's just standing there, like, holding her chest, like, shocked. Just like, Kenna? And she takes off toward where Quinn put Kenna.
Do you want to go talk to Alistair?
No.
Okay, let's go to Kenna.
Okay.
I will. As we're running, can I write while we run?
Can you write while you run?
Yeah, just like.
Not. Kinda.
I'll wait until we get there.
Okay. You guys reach one of the off rooms in the back hallway, and you see Quinn back there, like, looking after Kenna, and Senna standing beside the bed. And Kenna is sitting straight up in the bed, just drenched in sweat and just shaking violently and just staring at Senna. What the fuck was that?
Oh, we destroyed the Vox Tide.
We just gave the Vox Tide to Senna.
Didn't realize that was going to happen.
Yeah.
That hurt a lot.
Really sorry.
And she, like, sort of looks at herself. She's like, what happened? And she looks at Senna, who comparatively looks much better now.
Oh, yeah.
And Senna looks at her and says, I think I took my power back. Or most of it. And Kenna looks at her and is like, I don't want to test that theory. But and Senna looks down at her and says, I think you're still holding on to the immortality you stole, but everything else is gone. And Kenna just leans back.
Oh, congratulations, Kenna. You hated being a god.
Still immortal.
That's okay. I've got so much time to learn new crafts and hobbies.
So what am I now? Just a glorified vampire?
No, you and Silas should talk about that. I take out the scroll and I, like, write a message to Alistair, let it go, just letting him know that we're gonna be a minute and to please send it back, and I will it through the shield, and then I allow the shield to send it back as well.
Okay.
What in the world?
Whoa.
I know! What the fuck?
It's a glitch in the Matrix!
It's like the scary, like, thing that happens before, like,
Ooh,
the
whoa.
Saw guy
It's like fucking simulacra.
Yeah,
Whoa.
it's just like, I want to play a game.
Do you have another webcam? Do you want to switch to it?
Yeah, let's see if that changes things.
Also, if it keeps doing that, oh, is that coming from your webcam?
No, that's, yeah, it's like the one that I had, not in this new.
Okay, so this one is the webcam on the computer.
Yeah.
The built-in. Okay, so yeah. there's you probably have something that needs to be installed or updated, or like a driver. It's neat. Easy. It should be fine.
Okay.
It's fine. It's not that big of a change.
Yeah.
Slightly bluer.
Just a little smaller.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. What does Alistair say back?
What did you say to him?
I just said we're gonna be a minute.
Okay. He sends back, I'm waiting.
Okay.
Okay. Does that... I don't know whether to say congratulations or sorry. So I will just say stay levy.
I just say, merci beaucoup.
I would really appreciate it if y'all could just give me a little space.
Okay. Yep.
For
Yep.
sure.
Okay, Senna, you wanna let's
Yeah, and she steps out with you. And you can see her, she's distracted. She just you can see her mind just racing.
Are you okay?
I'm not sure.
Do you want to walk us
She
through what's
looks
going
at
on?
she's following you guys.
I mean, walk us through what she's feeling.
Well, okay. So you guys head out into the hallway and Quinn stays with Kenna and she looks between the both of you and says, I did horrible things.
Senka did.
I did.
I know.
I made Kyla.
Yes, you did.
But you also did great things.
Does any of that make up for all of that?
I would like to believe that while you were Senka, you were not doing that of your own free will.
Wasn't I? And she sort of looks around. Is this what being a walker feels like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just watch it all happen.
Yep.
And she steps forward and just wraps her arms around Marin.
Fucking chopped liver over
I'll hug
You've
her.
never
too.
been a walker.
Yeah.
I know.
You know it's like. I'll hug her back.
As she pulls back, sort of holding you at arm's length, she looks down and says, we need to find somewhere to put these. We need to end this.
Who
Um,
who are we gonna give the dark and the life staff to?
Kenna is a good choice for the life staff. She's already familiar with it.
That's true.
Do you think that would work?
She has been
that's right.
intimately familiar.
I couldn't take the Ordenhide because of that. We can give her this Staff of Darkness. That would be a very interesting change for her.
We could.
But my other question is, you have to kill the person that takes the stave. If she's immortal, is that even possible?
I don't know the bounds of her immortality. I don't know if it just means she can't die of normal means or she can't die at all.
I don't know. Wait. Yeah. I don't.
I mean, we could test it.
Yeah. Why not?
If it works,
again.
she gets a staff. If it doesn't, she doesn't die.
I mean, who else would we have on hand who would be willing to do it?
I don't know.
Senna turns and opens up the door and kind of looks over from where she's just been staring at the wall. She says, Kenna, would you take the box tied back? And Kenna looks at her. That's funny. Cute. And Senna says, I'm not joking. And Kenna looks past her to you guys and says, I've been stuck with that thing for 200 fucking years. Trying to keep it under wraps and controlled. Who the fuck else is gonna take it?
I just thought maybe you wanted to change a pace.
You could do the dark stuff.
You could take the Galahide.
I mean, let's fucking try both. I love new flavors. And Senna kind of smiles ever so slightly, and she steps in.
Senna, before you do this and inevitably pass out, possibly. Do you, now that you have some of this back, do you know what's in the statue of you in Greenhall?
And she thinks about it for a moment, searching through these new memories. I think it's another piece of me.
That's concerning.
I mean, we talked about it. What if we tried to bring it back to her? What if we tried to put them together?
We could. We know where it is. We have access to it.
If you can help me get to it,
I can have it brought here.
What?
I know a few gods. It's fine. We can just... Not a big deal.
Also, I think we should try and suss out who the Galahide's going to go back to, so that once you're back up to full strength, we can just transfer it and it'll be done.
I think with these additional pieces regained that were apparently with Kenna, it shouldn't be so bad this time. I hope.
Okay. We'll see.
And
Let's give it a go.
She walks over to Kenna. Says, shall we try the Voxtide first and see if it'll go back to you? And you guys do notice all of the markings on Kenna are gone.
Mm-hmm.
And Kenna's like, yeah, sure. Slice me up, let's do it. And Senna sits at the bedside and takes her hand. And you all watch as she reaches out a hand to place on Kenna's forehead. And Kenna sort of slumps back into the bed, like kind of getting comfortable. She's like, all right, let's do this again. This should be fun. And Senna sort of presses down against her forehead, and you watch what little color there is start to drain away from Kenna McAmbro. And her entire body just goes lax under these two large robes. And eventually she just falls still.
We have officially killed Taylor's first character.
Yeah.
You're the only ones to ever manage it. 7 years. Wait, 7 years? Yeah, 7. No, 8 years because wait, no. When did I start playing D&D? 7 years. Anyway, you as she goes completely still, you actually see Senna kind of smile and a tear come down her cheek.
Oh, okay.
As she seems to be experiencing something. And she leans down and sort of presses her forehead to Kenna's as you watch this green energy begin to come through Senna's back and spiral around her like leafy vines wrapping around. And as they begin to wrap around Kenna's body, they start to grow brighter and brighter green. And both of you hear just very quietly, almost desperately, a deep voice just say, "No." And
Bye, bitch.
a shockwave just smashes into you, stronger than most of the others you felt. And Senna sort of tenses up, and you watch Kenna's entire body just start to glow this bright, lively green color. And as it gets too bright to see, it starts to change form. And when Senna pulls herself back, still awake, she stands up and kind of staggers. You see now laying in this bed the fully restored Kenna MacAmbro, her big, burly, Scottish Highland warrior self. Just unconscious.
Oh, let's say she sits up out of bed. She's like, "Me mother's a bear."
But Quinn, who's been quietly watching from the side this entire time, comes over and sort of brushes Kenna's hair back and kind of gives her a little shake. And eventually she starts to open her eyes, and they are crazy bright green. Just fucking neon green. And she starts to sit up. She's like, "All right, that was not that bad."
Yeah.
I feel like shit.
Really? That's surprising.
Yeah.
You look good.
She looks down at herself. She's like, "Oh yeah, cool." I think I'm gonna throw up. And Quinn's like, "Oh, okay." He like helps her get up and like takes her away to like a washroom. Yeah.
I look back at Senna and I'm like, how are you doing?
And she's just sort of standing, like she's having to focus really hard on staying awake and present. You do see, though, that she doesn't look as bad as she did before the box tied. She's like, "I just need a moment."
Okay.
No one tells you that you see people's memories when you send these over.
Oh.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Well.
Great.
That's good to know.
They're safe with me.
I'm sure they
are.
That was a lot.
Yeah.
We should find that last person.
Yeah, we should. I mean, who are we thinking?
And Senna like sits down on the edge of the bed. She's struggling.
Who do we know that's... I mean...
Dark?
Well, they don't have to be dark.
Well, I know, but...
I'm sure Ren doesn't want to do this.
No.
And we already know Sylphie doesn't want to do this.
No.
She's already lost one arm to the staves. I don't think she needs to lose another one.
No.
Also, she's a little... Have you noticed that she's getting a little...
Aggro?
Intense? Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried about giving her one.
Yeah, me too.
Mm-hmm. Especially the darkness one, and then she like suddenly turns into some crazy chaotic evil.
Yeah.
Smiter.
I don't
Do it.
honestly, I'm having hesitation about it anyway because I believe that this one is the Dulthair one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't want that guy anywhere near anybody that I know, but
I can
It's
ask.
Alistair.
no.
I can ask Vossner tomorrow if he's got any more people.
Could give it to Foster.
Just to save you time, I will let you know. Vossner has already told you all the people that he thinks could work.
Who?
Did he tell
did
us?
you say he did tell us?
Yeah, he has already told me.
What were those
Who
names?
was it again?
Well, Haley, who's already got one.
Okay.
Was
there
she
anybody
was the
else?
main one. He did mention that he would have offered himself, but he didn't know if that would work since he's older.
Yeah, he's old boy.
Yeah.
And I mean, he is a death paladin, so
maybe he's got a death paladin friend in the
An
death
apprentice.
paladin, church.
well, that was Haley.
Who else is up? Oh, okay. Who else is up here? We have
Alistair.
Alistair,
no.
Kellogg.
Quinn's here.
Quinn.
Would Quinn take one?
We'll give it a happy little Quinn, the dark step.
Yeah, he's like, "Hi there, bud."
Kill you a shadow.
Is Quinn? Does Quinn come back?
Yeah, he does eventually.
Okay, Quinn, buddy Quinn.
I mean,
do you?
I go by Dad.
That works. Do you want a staff?
Really?
I mean, you're pretty trustworthy.
That's funny.
Why is that funny? That sounds suspicious.
Inside check.
Yeah, inside check.
I mean, I guess if it goes the same way as what you guys have had, it'd be okay.
It's the dark staff, so it might be a little odd, but you also love adopting people, so
Yeah.
It's
Can you guys give me like 2 seconds? I just
was-
realized my rats don't have water, and I'm like, oh no, they need water.
Yeah, that's okay.
I was actually going to ask if you guys wanted to go on a short break.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
I play for 1,000,000 hours again.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do 10:28.
Okay, we'll be back in a bit.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Oh, hi there, everybody.
Why?
Oh, hi. I
Don't
just
worry,
had
Dad.
to put my fan in the window because it's just getting hotter.
Just had to
hotter.
sneak right past
Yeah.
and put the fan.
What did they say? Would it be hotter than Hades, or is it like hotter than?
It's hot as Chicago. Yeah.
Is that a saying?
It's not a phrase.
Oh, okay.
It's hot,
Chicago
hotter
is cold
than-
and windy.
Yeah,
It's fucking windy.
it's windy.
It's
Uh,
just
I don't know. What do people who are trying not to swear say when they say it's hot as hell?
Oh, it's hotter than.
I almost said hotter than a witch's titty, but that's not right either.
that's cold. Yeah.
It's hotter than that Bikram yoga that we go to.
Oh, that Bikram yoga.
Oh, God.
Oh my god. Bikram yoga is so fucking difficult. Holy shit.
It is. It's rough.
I like regular yoga where they're just like, okay, so we're gonna shavasana into our, like whatever. Because then we're gonna Shania Twain into our.
Shania Twain.
It is extremely disrespectful.
I didn't mean that, but yeah. The Shavasana is the only one I can remember. I can't remember any of the other words.
We're gonna
That's-
Shania Twain into downward dog.
Yeah.
Shavasana is where you go back to center, right?
Is that the like
yeah,
the sitting and
I
with
think
your hands
so.
in front of your heart?
I think so. There was a time where I went to Bikram yoga,
Mhm.
like I got like a membership or whatever, and
Oh
I was
my
like,
God.
yes, I'm gonna do this like 3 times a week and all this stuff because like I need to like Taiylor, don't look at me like that.
What? I'm just looking up.
Yeah, you're looking like over your glasses like, oh
No, it's because
I'm
leaned over a bowl of soup.
Oh, okay.
A bowl of soup?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, if I actually wanted to look at you like that, it'd be...
Yeah, that's true.
Mm.
Needless to say, that didn't work.
Yeah.
Still fat.
Bikram is probably the hardest one you could do.
Yeah.
Ooh. Asana, Vinyasa, Paranyama. Man. Sun salutation. That one I can pronounce.
Salutations, son.
Which is terrible. Yeah. Yep. There's a whole bunch of words that I haven't learned. Like whenever I go to yoga, they say them and I just watch everybody.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's what
what's
I do.
everybody else doing?
I just kind of look at the instructor and I'm like, hey, look, I'm copying you.
Yeah. Terrible. I need
It's
to
in
get
Hindi, so I should be able to pronounce
Yeah, it is I think it's in Hindi. Most of them are like pretty easy to get through because I mean like Vasana is a pretty easy word to pronounce, but there's some other ones that like add some other consonants next to each other and I'm just like not sure.
Yeah.
But
it's a very beautiful language.
mm-hmm.
It even looks pretty, I think.
Even the words do look pretty. They're very rhythmic.
Yeah. I would like to do yoga again, just not the hot stuff.
You don't like? Oh man, I love hot yoga so much.
I mean, so I love how I feel afterwards.
Yeah.
For about an hour.
Yep.
But
it's all about the hot.
During it's pretty rough.
It can get kind of intense, yeah.
And I'm always the fattest one there. Like, it drives me
Someone
crazy.
Has to be.
Well, I just
wow.
No, that's not a reflection on you, but
no,
someone
I know.
always has to be the
someone
biggest.
is always the biggest.
Yeah.
Would you like me to go with you and I'll just sit in the corner and sweat loudly?
Sweat loudly.
I will sweat aggressively in the corner.
No, I'm serious. I go to shit with people if they feel insecure, just so I can be the loudest and most annoying and useless one.
Oh my god.
So they have no one paying attention to them.
Oh my god.
I'm that friend.
Although I will say, I took Hannah with me once to Bikram yoga.
Oh,
Jesus. Take the room.
She could do like 10 minutes of it and she had to sit down because she is so out of shape, but she's skinny, so no one cares. I definitely had an easier time than she did.
I am always that person.
Skinny doesn't mean healthy necessarily.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and the thing is too is like I realize from being chubby, I have more muscle strength than most people because I got to carry this around every day.
Right.
So like I'm like, oh, I can do like more yoga than the people who look like they're about to die of malnutrition.
Yeah.
So
But then you also have like the 85-year-old dude who like
is fucking
just
ripped.
wears shorts and like flips himself around into a pretzel and
fuck that guy.
Clearly does it every day and it's like, god damn it.
Oh, speaking of older men that do weird things. I saw the day I moved here, I stopped at a gas station to like get a drink or something, and one of the police officers for Muskegon was coming out of the gas station, and he had white hair, like silver white hair. The guy was fucking jacked. He had to be like he's probably in his early 50s. He was fucking jacked, like square jaw, beautiful, like white beard, white hair, and he had it shaved on the sides and pulled back into a knot, and he looked like a fucking Viking.
That's some Geralt shit right
He
there.
literally looked like Geralt, and I like walked by him and I was like, damn. I was like, oh my god.
Do you have anybody to look that good for?
Yeah, I was like, would you like to arrest me? Because
Oh, look at me! I'm
Damn.
so bad. Or,
Oh.
You just take like a ho ho off.
Yeah, I'm just like,
I'm
thing,
gonna
like,
walk
I'm
out
gonna
the
steal
door.
that.
I'm gonna steal this. Cuff me, daddy. Yeah. But I almost said something to him. I was almost like doing the bisexual thing and just be like, nice hair. Like, but I didn't.
Like here.
I almost bisexually flirted with him, which is weird, but that's fine. He was very attractive, like grossly attractive.
I don't understand how anybody has the courage to flirt with men.
Why?
Or even talk to men.
See, okay, so like 98% of the time, men are just big submissives.
Oh no, I know they're all stupid.
No, not stupid. They're just submissive. Like, all you have to do is just... They're like... So there's like this weird dance that men do that they're like, oh, I'm the more alpha, like, kind of thing. It's very, like, biological and weird.
No. I understand how it works because I've been mistaken for a man my entire life.
That's true. You've been postured at before.
I've postured back at people.
Yeah.
And usually I win because I'm always bigger.
I find that the vast majority of people, whenever I posture back at them, immediately back down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's not
fucking...
hard to flirt with guys. It's just sometimes you got to grab them by the throat and slam them against the wall and be like, I'm in charge. And then they're like, oh, yes, sir, yes.
That's not my side of the issue.
Easy.
No, flirting with men is very easy.
Yes.
But talking to men is very hard for me.
Yeah. Oh, I feel that.
Yeah. Okay.
We're not going to get too deep here, but I inherently distrust men, except for very specific ones.
That's fair.
Yeah. Yes, all men.
Hashtag yes, all men.
Oh my gosh.
No, I have no problem with men. I just have a problem with men. Anyway, I have a problem with boys. But
yeah.
Anyhow. Non-binary aside, what the fuck were we doing? And I just decided when we got back I was going to shut up and let you guys go on a tangent.
Oh, we're letting Quinn take the next crystal.
We were asking him if he wanted to.
He said, I think he said yes.
Did he say yes?
I think so.
I mean, he basically said, sure.
Yeah.
Well,
in his typical Quinn way, just, sure, how can I help?
We don't want to, like, make you do anything. We're just asking if that would be something that...
We're going to need enthusiastic consent.
Yes. Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you.
That was convincing.
Yeah.
With the smile and everything.
His big cow smile.
Yeah.
All right, well. Senna, you want to kill somebody else?
And she looks over. She's like, that's...
What?
And she looks at Quinn, and he smiles and walks over and sits next to her.
Bequeath a gift?
Bequeath?
He sits down next to her and says...
Oh my god. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Says, go ahead. I'm ready. Whatever you gotta do. And she looks at him, and Senna's had some time to become friends with Quinn. And you can see the hesitation where she's like, I don't want to do this to you. And he's like, it's okay. And he like lays back and just sort of gets himself all comfy. He's like, all right, do it.
Hit me.
And Senna takes a deep breath and reaches out, puts a hand on his forehead and sort of a hand on his arm. And you see out of her back once more this spiraling, almost double helix, sort of similar to the Death Staff, but with the smoky color, but these really hard black lines extend from her back and just sort of spiral their way outward. What is he doing?
I'm looking for my fan, and I can't find it. Continue.
and they
Listening.
wrap around Senna's arms and begin to wrap around Quinn. And instead of the sort of vines overtaking Kenna, you see the smoke just start to filter over Quinn's whole body until he is no longer visible.
What? I literally can't do anything without Ash laughing. Like, it's just me, apparently.
You just go.
You should not twist and sneeze. You'll end up like Marisha Ray.
I didn't sneeze. It was a cough, but...
Okay, I was going to say.
Don't worry, I do not twist and sneeze.
Oh, that's scary. That's scary. Oh my god.
It's the cat, but like...
I know.
Yeah, I know, but like, ooh.
Oh no. Nope. It's not gonna stay there. It's just gonna keep moving.
Also, after we're done with this, remind me I have something to show you too once we're done streaming.
Don't forget.
Titties.
Just remind me. Yeah. Yeah. Flashing my titties.
Yeah.
We're apparently there.
Where that's...
You're going to get two answers of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I like tits, but not...
But not
that
mine.
way.
It's fine. I get it.
Mhm.
No, I'm sure yours are lovely, but I don't like them that way.
I'm
Yeah.
sure they're
I like
lovely
them
to
as-
somebody.
Or mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope.
Way. Are you two
Quinn
chuckle fucks
Is
done?
dead.
Done with what?
Just shut up for a second. So
I
can tell
have
a
been
story.
silent for days.
Yeah, sure. That was me making fun of your turn and cough.
Oh, that I have to cough. It's a bodily function.
I understand.
But it's the back. It's you turn back and you're just like the fucking dramatic chipmunk.
It's not gonna finish. It's not gonna happen.
I'm trying. I'm really sorry.
No, you're right. I do that though, and I don't
Yeah.
even think about it. I just do it.
You do it every time you have any bodily function at all. You just emerge with,
Did anybody notice?
yes,
I
we all notice because you always do it dramatically.
Yeah.
You know, I just don't believe that I'm a dramatic person, you guys.
Oh my god.
I'm not dramatic
Okay.
at all. I am so...
The way you just said so was
what's-
dramatic.
What's the opposite of dramatic? Is it like boring?
Well, yeah, boring. Like,
Even your eyebrows are dramatic. Shut up.
Hang on, I'll keep them closer to home. I can't help it. I like attention, okay?
I know.
we've noticed.
It's okay.
Well,
It's okay to like attention.
sorry. Okay.
So Quinn's dead.
So Quinn's
Yeah.
dead.
Yep, he's very dead. He's gone
Mhm.
forever.
Bye.
Oh no.
Oh
Oh no.
no. Well, oops, I did it again.
I killed the cowman. Okay.
You know, my coughs may be dramatic, but I don't cough with my tongue out.
All right, listen. Listen. We can't all help ourselves, and Taiylor just left.
No, I know. I actually think it's adorable that you do that, but
I've really tried
oh, it's fine.
to like not do that because
Whatever.
I know it's probably gross.
It's not
but-
gross, it's just funny. Taiylor,
No. We're sorry.
Taiylor, come back before I take over as God here.
Taiylor, come back.
Taiylor, come back!
Will never
Hey,
be
get a
God.
book. Good.
Will you two stop?
Stop what?
God damn it. God damn it.
Just tell the story.
Jesus. I'm trying to.
Just talk over us. It's fine.
No, because then it's unintelligible. Shut up. God damn. All right. Stop it. damn it.
Bless you.
You can't do serious things while you're over there giggling like a maniac.
I'm not.
Anyway. Benjamin. I was gonna say your whole name, and then I'm like, don't do that, we're on Twitch. Like Wolfe.
Like, Rasputin Wolf. You told me what the R stood for.
That is not what it stands for.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
No, you're not.
I am literally not doing anything.
I actually am sorry. I'm just so tired and slap happy, and I was super emotional earlier, so now I'm just like, okay.
Hey. So, these black tendrils have completely wrapped around Quinn and obscured him from view, and as Senna, not surprisingly, collapses next to him, the blackness sort of fades away. Nothing's changed about Quinn. He's not suddenly brighter or healthier looking. He's just Quinn. And he kind of blinks a little bit.
Oh.
Size different?
Oh. Yes, they are.
Okay.
His eyes, which were previously I believe he usually changed his eye color, but you'd know his natural eye color is green. They are now a sort of soft gray color.
Ooh.
Like steel, maybe like a hint of blue to them. And he sits up. Well, that was a trip.
What?
God, nothing phases you, does it?
Yeah.
I try not to let it.
Ugh.
He looks down at Senna and reaches over and pulls the blanket and sort of situates her. I don't feel very good.
No, probably
Yeah,
not.
it doesn't feel great at first. Sorry.
And he just sort of lays back and goes, yeah, I'm going to stay right here.
Okay.
Okay.
Everything goes quiet.
So Senna has passed out then?
Yep.
Okay.
She looks bad.
Like, as bad as she did before? Or
Worse.
oh no.
Perfect. That's good-ish? Good-ish. Good and bad. Okay. Well, we should probably go talk to Alistair.
Sure.
I'll head up there with you and stand just inside the shield.
Okay. All right. I guess we go upstairs.
You head up to the main floor of the Monomarig and head out to the outer bridge where you see Alistair standing there in the middle of the bridge waiting. And he's just leaning against the side looking through a journal.
I will go up to him. I will stay a considerable distance away, but enough where we can talk comfortably.
Yeah, he glances up as you two come out. Says, well, I'm here.
Okay, we... Sorry, got shit in my throat. Have you found anything about where he might be?
He's certainly around, but I haven't found him.
That's helpful.
Well, I haven't had that long.
Okay, we're going to probably be staying overnight here. So...
Oh, P.S. With your passive perceptions, you will notice there is no jungle anymore.
Oh.
Figured. Well, I don't know if that takes any passive perception and just be like, holy fuck, there's no trees.
It's like, oh.
There's just a city.
Huh.
A very fucked up city. Covered in a layer of ash.
Solid.
Well.
I assume all of this was your doing.
Possibly. So, what are you planning on? I know you wanted to go back and tend to the kids at some point.
I had planned to be back before dawn, yes.
Well, we're probably going to stay here longer than that, so.
Then I suppose I'll be on my way if I'm not needed.
Okay.
He straightens up, puts his book in his back, and sort of heads his way down the bridge, but he glances back at you once and shakes his head and keeps walking.
I turn to Kit. I say, we're finding Kellogg and we're killing him. And we're destroying that phylactery before he can ever get a hold of it.
We can do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. We should. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
Woof.
Yeah, this and the Realm Gate stuff and all that was in the same day.
Yep.
Yeah, we did a lot today.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna go take a walk. Just around the city. Just check things out.
Should you maybe take someone with you?
I will be fine.
With Kellogg running around, you'll be fine. I can't go with you.
Yeah, I know. I'll just sit out. I'll sit near the shield, if that'll make you feel better.
Okay.
Just sit here.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm going to back up like 30 or 40 feet or something, just so I still have a sight line on Marin. And I will stay there as well. And
Okay.
I will make sure that I mentally tell the shield that, like liches and people named Kellogg are not allowed through it.
I mean, I think that would be like a given.
I just want to make sure no phylacteries through the shield. Stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Okay. Being that you're taking a moment and thinking about the shield, go ahead and make me an intelligence check.
Oh, that's going to be poor. Oh, yeah. Yep. It's going to be terrible. Intelligence 6.
Never mind.
Yep.
I
figured as much.
Marin, make me a perception check.
Oh no. Ha 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 ha. That was cocked. 12.
12. Okay. What are you doing as you sit here?
I actually wanted to call on Ted.
Ted?
Or on Fearin, I guess.
Okay.
That's what they're going by now.
How would you do that?
I think I will just walk along like the perimeter of the crater for a little bit and like look down at the moat, the river.
lake. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. And just say, "Oh, Kit just Kit just asks you to pop up, right?" And you just pop up. So like, Ted, hey Ted.
Here goes,
Yes.
goes.
Oh,
And you turn
sorry.
around and there's the beautiful drow.
I should call you Farron now.
I mean, you can call me whatever you like.
Okay. Ted. I'm gonna call you Ted.
Ted it is.
Okay. Everything is okay. Sir Mir got the statue back down to the lake.
Yes. It's an ocean, but yes.
Oh, well, whatever. You know what I meant.
The big
You know your
water.
body's water. By the way, Ben, real quick, what's the most recent Nyx ability you've gotten?
Level 5.
Was it Druidic Intuition?
I think so, but let me double check. Druidic Intuition.
Okay. I have something for you. Oop.
I will take a look at it.
Oh, yes.
Now, Ash, I've got one for you too.
Oh, yay.
Slash and Burn was the last one I gave you, right?
Yes.
Enjoy Nomira's revenge.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
But yeah, Ted steps up next to you and
This is cute.
says, how can I help you?
It's pretty dumb, and maybe you don't know the answer.
I don't think there are such things as dumb questions.
You're the Titan of Death.
Yes.
So you must know a little bit about what happens after everyone dies.
How so do you mean?
I hear it's different for everyone.
Yes. Many people go to the Astral Sea, but some are closely related to gods enough that they go to their realms. And then there are exceptions.
I think I was one of those exceptions.
I do not know for sure.
All I know is that my sister said that she was in the Astral Sea. She was able to be visited by people and see others who were there. And I didn't have that experience. I had nothing. And I don't think I ever believed in a reward when you died, but I at least thought it would be fair.
You think that the hand you were dealt for that time was unfair?
Cynthia Moore is apparently just loving her time being dead. And she's a horrible person. I don't think I'm a horrible person, but I got nothing.
Morality does not decide where you go. It is gods who decide what happens to you when you get there. Elysium can be beautiful for some, but for others who have displeased the gods there, it is hellish.
I feel, while I was not part of that process, being that I was a goose, I feel maybe we did not know where to put you yet.
I mean,
Or perhaps there was something keeping you from where you were supposed to go.
I'd like to think that all of the good people are good and the bad people are bad. And that in the end, we get what we deserve, but I don't. The more I keep interacting with the bad people, the more that I don't think that's how it's ever going to end up.
And he steps over and sits down with you next to the edge of the lake. He says, "What would you have happened to the bad people if it was your choice?"
I would have them suffer the hurt that they caused other people when they were alive 1,000 times over.
That seems a fair answer. And what about the people who are bad, not necessarily because they wanted to be, but because circumstances put them in that place?
Well, it's different, obviously.
Well, every single person is different. Some people are mostly good and occasionally slip up. Some people are mostly bad but end up doing great things. Every single soul is vetted by someone, usually me. At least, usually me again. And gods and titans, we're fallible. The omnipotence is something that lesser gods have tried to convince mortals of. It's not true. We mess up. We miss people. And sometimes we fail. With your situation, I think there was something else in the way.
What, like someone knew I was supposed to come back?
Or they wanted to keep you in close range. I think you were planned to be a walker for a long time. Or at least held for some of the use.
Someone. The cult wouldn't have been able to do that, would they?
I don't know the extent of their abilities, but I do know that Wedna Altera, for as easy as she seemed to be to get out of the way, she was very talented. She was definitely the driver behind everything that has happened, at least for you and your sister.
I don't even have her to. I've killed her twice already. And it doesn't mean I'm not still angry about every everything that she
You
did.
You could kill her 1,000 times and you would never feel better. It is difficult. That is why there is only one god of revenge, and it isn't even his main job. Revenge is messy, and it fulfills nothing. It just takes another life out of the world, but I suppose you could say it maybe keeps other lives in it for a little longer. I don't deal in revenge. I am a titan of death, not a titan of the dying, not of those who deserve to die, just of the process.
I know. I just wanted to get some clarity, I guess.
Any questions you have, I will be happy to answer them anytime as best I can. But I think you should be more curious about life and what's coming next. You know, you and your group, you're doing very well for yourselves.
Doesn't feel like it, but
Big things in the making never feel good while you're doing them.
yeah.
And especially when they're hard things, sometimes they never really pay off emotionally. All you know is that you've made things better as best you can.
Yeah. Sorry, you probably have God business to do.
I always have time for my favorite pretty lady.
Sylvie's gonna be jealous.
Well, she still thinks I'm a duck, so
That's true.
I want you to know that while I will not subject you to patronage or being bound to someone, because that is not what you are meant for, I am on your side. You and your friends. But I will always remember the little girl who fed a starving goose.
I'm gonna give him a hug.
He wraps his arms around you, and he's huge. He just hugs you. He is strangely cold. Titan of death.
Yeah.
But as he pulls back, he keeps a hand on your shoulder and says, I think if anyone is going to figure out how to fix this problem, it is going to be you and your friends. And I know it's scary because no one's ever done it before. There are no answers. But thus far, you've been making choices that are best for everyone. And you should be proud of yourself for that. You know those patronizing compliments that Kyla gave you earlier?
Yeah.
Well, take them as truth. Because she can't stand up against you. She's jealous.
We'll see if we actually live up to that.
I think you will. Titan,
We're talking with Titans here, dude. Buddy, come here. Come here. Come here.
So noisy. I love it.
Come here, bud. Come on. Thank you. When he gets close to me, he shuts up.
Yeah. As I stand up, I'm gonna root around in my bag and I'm going to give him a bread roll.
And he just gets this big smile on his face.
For the road.
Hello, buddy. Get down. Get down. Get down. Get down. No, turn this way. Get down. Hit my head.
Yeah. Oh.
Goose.
Buddy.
Yeah. Anyway,
Oh my God.
yeah, he takes the bread roll and he just sort of smiles and takes a little bite of it. Says, Kieran will be jealous. Call on me anytime you need me.
Okay.
I try to come when called.
Okay.
And he leans down and kisses you on the forehead before he turns and just sort of fades away.
Okay. I will walk back into the crater then.
All right. What you doing? What y'all doing now?
Imagine we're probably going to bed.
Yeah.
Okay. So you
Probably.
head into the Monomark for the night. Wow.
Is, if we check in real quick on like Kenna and Quinn, are they doing okay? And Senna.
Yeah, Kenna and Quinn are they feel a little sick, but they're okay.
Okay.
Senna looks about the way Kenna did before.
Cool.
A little less skeletal, but
Yeah. I'm also gonna check in on Sylphie.
Oh yeah, I forgot about.
Stubarb.
hey Stubbs, how you doing? Yeah, you find her in the sort of like dining area thing with Silas. And yes, and oh my god, dude.
Dude.
Ow. You're getting on my nerves, Titan. You do this every week. Back off. Anyway, I practice my accents on my cat.
That works.
Yeah. But yeah, the two of them are sitting together in the dining area. It looks like Silas put together something like easy to eat, and they're just sitting there after he's cleared away the dishes, and Sylphie's she's got her arm like shoved in the front of her jacket and just staring down at the table, and Silas is quiet. He's just keeping to himself, but sticking by her.
This looks like a party.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
Looks super fun, you guys.
He'll fix it tomorrow. It'll be fine.
Did you really have to give Quinn like the dark staff?
We offered. He could have said no, and he didn't.
Can you think of anybody
That guy doesn't
better?
say no to anything.
I know he doesn't, but
And he's like, I guess he's technically like my adoptive dad. Why'd you have to pick him?
because I want this all to be over, and we didn't have any better options. Are you
No.
happy? I'm lazy. That's why.
You don't have to talk to me like I'm gonna just. Never mind.
No. What? Talk to
Like
you
I'm a
like you're what?
petulant child.
Then stop acting like one.
Yeah, what gets said.
All right, I'll just shut up.
Boy.
My God.
What?
See,
So
you're
no
acting
off-
like a petulant child again.
No offense, but you don't know as much about this situation as the rest of us do.
Then tell me.
What do you want to know?
Yeah.
All.
I tell her
I've-
all.
I tried to explain everything to you, and you just get bored.
Well, yeah, it's a lot.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
You can tell she's just fucking with you.
Yes.
She's like, I get it. I get it. I guess I'm impatient. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. No.
All of us
I-
noticed.
Get
What?
not necessary right now. Thank
Oh,
you.
Sorry.
Ooh, I just pulled Marin.
Yeah, that was a little.
Yeah. I
Whatever.
just channeled you.
Yeah.
But she says, I really think it's a mistake to let Alistair run around out there.
He went back to Frosthold.
Great.
He can't come in here, and
I'm not worried about him in here necessarily.
no, I know that, but
I am.
it was either he go back to Frosthold or we stay up here, and someone was gonna bunk up with him. No, thank you.
Well, I do say keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer.
Yeah, I'm not into being that close.
Well, you have a husband. You bunk with him.
Yeah. I don't know. I honestly think that it's good that he went back, because we can wake up early tomorrow, try and go find Kellogg, get the upper hand on him, and destroy that phylactery before Alistair even knows.
What happens when a witch is destroyed?
I don't know.
They reappear wherever their phylactery is.
No, I mean destroyed.
Oh, I'm assuming if they have no phylactery to return to, they die like everybody else.
When I killed him, he basically disintegrated.
What about those kids?
There's a lot of really nice townspeople up there.
Yeah. You saw how friendly everybody was there.
Oh my god, we left that guy sitting at the boat.
Oh no. Oops.
I don't care about Alistair and how his feelings and whatever, but I don't want him to just disintegrate in front of those kids.
We won't do it in front of them. We can get them out of there, or we can lure him back up here. Something. I'm not going to scar them.
I mean, taking away their dad is going to scar them.
They've been with him for only a few months.
You think that's not enough?
They're hardly going to remember him in 10 years' time. This is going to be a blip in their radar.
I don't know, that Zhao kid seemed pretty attached to him. Why do I care? Why?
Yeah, why?
No, I was just about to ask, because you had a similar reaction to Vinrith Courser.
I'm stupid. That's what's happening.
No, I don't think you're stupid.
Nope, it's just about stupidity. Ignore it.
There's something else going on.
No.
Wait, are you...
Insight check.
Okay.
Where are my dice? Okay.
It's, do I believe her?
Insight check. 17.
Sylphie is conflicted and
I mean,
feeling guilty.
Yep. Shocker.
And it's not just because of those kids.
Yeah.
All right, can I also do an insight check?
Sure.
Okay.
Go. I'm going to give you advantage because you're her sister.
Okay. Ooh, that was a 19 plus. It's my insight. So it's a 25.
Sylphie does not really want to kill him. And again, it's not just because of those kids.
I look at
Mostly
her. Mostly
because of the kids, but not just.
Yeah. I'm like, are you having second thoughts about this?
No. Mm-mm.
Bullshit. I can tell when you're lying.
Fuck off. No, you can't. All right, listen. He needs to die. It's just the fact of the matter. He needs to die. He needs to be off the face of this earth. And that's what's going to happen.
Okay, so you're going to be the one to take the hammer to his head and do it?
Yep. Got to be done.
You're right, it does.
Why are you all looking at me? Stop
because you are the worst liar I've ever. I know you're like technically a good liar,
but
a
fantastic liar.
I know, but I can tell. I'm your sister, okay? Don't tell me he got to you.
No. Mm-mm.
Sylphie. Fine. We're going through with it. We're killing him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. Great. Cool. Well, I'm tired. So tired.
Same.
Yeah. Sigh, let's go to bed. I will stand up and I will walk away.
He quietly follows.
I'm gonna sit in front of Sylphie.
She's just sort of fiddling with her fucked up sleeve.
So,
I thought you were going to bed.
I never said anything about sleeping. I'm not going to bed.
Oh, well. I might.
That's okay. Can I ask you a couple of questions? Is that okay?
You already have.
Can I ask a few more?
Sure.
Okay.
I love playing just this little shit.
How's the Oath of Vengeance working out for you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah?
Oath? I don't have an oath. I'm not bound to. Okay, so I'm like a champion or favorite or whatever, but I'm not like, I don't have an oath with God.
Do I believe her?
Roll.
18.
Technically that is true because oaths are not with gods. They're an oath of something the paladin will do. But for all intents and purposes, she's lying. She does have technically an oath, just not with Toldenost.
Okay. Then, so who's this? I guess what are your goals doing this then? Why are we Why are you suddenly feeling this way towards the man who murdered you?
I have no idea what you're talking about. We're here to kill him and be done. Because that's what needs to happen.
Yeah, but what do you want to happen?
Well, I mean, if we're going to be real honest here, I would love it.
You
if
haven't
none
been
of
honest
this-
yet, so we'll see.
I would love it if none of this had ever happened.
I mean, yeah. That would be nice.
I would love it if that Ponzi bastard had never, ordered my sister to be murdered. I would have loved it if he would have never fucked up my two adopted brothers and turned them into killing machines that we had to kill. I would love it if my adoptive mom had been just slightly less of a bitch. I would have loved it if my mom didn't die. I would have loved to just be 5 years old again or whatever, feeding duck, goose, whatever things in a pond. That's what I would want.
Yeah. That's understandable.
Let's talk about you. What do you want?
Well, right now I would love to not be connected to this shield so I can leave here.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I would like to put a stop to all this and, maybe make the world a little bit less shitty than it was.
I guess that's okay too.
And I think I also want to see the people I worked so hard to bring back from the dead to at least enjoy being alive.
Is that a slight against me?
Did you want us to bring you back?
I mean, I wanted to be back with my sister, obviously. Didn't have enough time. We never do. Then anytime we are together, I say something stupid.
I don't think Marin has a lot of ideas about how things must happen. And
Yeah.
she's probably got just as much, if not more, baggage than you do.
Oh, I'm sure she has more.
Probably. I think being honest with her might help.
There are some people that you just can't tell certain things to.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's what's happening.
Do you want to tell somebody?
I don't know. Are you going to go tell on me?
No, there are plenty of things I know that I haven't told Marin for that exact reason.
Well, she also stresses out about everything.
That's true. She's got this ever-running itinerary that's just getting out of control.
Yeah. So you remember way back when I lost Jax and Aether and Dana pulled you out of the blue to help me?
Yeah, I remember that.
And we had to kill my brothers.
Mm-hmm.
I was having kind of a similar problem back then, where I knew what needed to be done.
Mm-hmm.
But that didn't mean I liked it. And after we got done with the first one, I realized I never would feel any better.
Yeah.
And now Flynn and Redner are gone. And Wedna's gone, and Cynthia's gone. Not that I give a fuck about Cynthia, but it just doesn't make anything any better. And there's this really, God, it's so stupid, just small part of me that just wants to believe, wants to hope that at some point Alistair cared at all. And then I think about it too long, and I remember when we were really, really little. Well, I guess I was the really little one when things weren't so bad. And Flynn and Redner were just boys. They weren't the monsters that they became. And Wedna just always sucked. She was awful. But I don't know, just on rare occasion, there'd be moments where Alistair would help one of the boys with something or bring us something extra. And I'd always be really confused by it because he was awful otherwise. And I don't think Marin has the same perspective on that because she was older and she would have looked at those things with nothing but suspicion.
Mm-hmm.
I never got to have a dad, really. I mean, there was Roland, but I was too little to remember really anything about him. And I thought it was kind of stupid, but kind of understandable when we met Clay and he said that it was still his dad, Alistair. But now I think I get it. And with Silas not being able to fight against his own mom until he absolutely had to, and then fucking what's his name, Drow Truman, killing his own brother or letting him die and giving him another chance, and I don't know. My head's just messed up right now with a lot of stuff. And every time we come across somebody else with a family issue, it just gets worse.
Yeah.
Because parents suck. They always manage to mess you up by having some redeeming feature. And little Sylphie wants to hope that the dad that Alistair could have been exists now. He didn't yell at those kids. He didn't get impatient with them. When that little boy, Zhao, when he kept coming around and asking questions and being suspicious, Alistair didn't get fed up with him. That's how a parent's supposed to act. They're supposed to be patient.
Do you think it's possible that he's changed?
My brain says no. Every logical part of me says no, absolutely not. There's no way he could have ever changed enough to be good. But everything else wants to hope that's true. But my sister means more to me than some fuck up who's maybe turning his life around a little bit. So I'm going to follow her lead.
The world is rarely as black and white as we want it to be. But I don't think the way you're feeling is unwarranted. And I think Marin, although she isn't saying it, is struggling with the same problem.
Yeah, we kind of have a habit of deciding that something needs to be done and
I think
do it.
I think Marin harbors maybe a little bit more anger than you do, but which is surprising considering everything
No,
you've been
I think
through.
you're right. I'm just more expressive about it.
Also surprising. Yeah, it's just I think how you're feeling is completely fair, and I won't say that I don't have my own reservations about killing him now, especially with all those kids there that he's potentially giving a good life to. But a part of me also thinks that those kids might be a shield of some sort.
Yeah.
Because I don't trust him either. And unfortunately, if we do take him out, we are going to be the bad guys to those kids. Because they do trust him. And I don't know what the right thing to do is. Do I kill him now and become the worst person those children have ever met in their life, who took their only parent away? Or after they were rescued from horrific things? Or do I leave him alive and hope that he doesn't use those kids the same way he used everyone else?
I don't know. He fucking confuses me.
He's confusing everybody.
Why is he like? I get his thing with Kellogg, kinda. I'm still not really sure what's happening there, but why is he helping?
Us?
Yeah. Like he said he said it was selfish, that he was just doing it for his own reasons, but I don't know.
I think if there's one thing you can trust about Alistair, it's that he will do anything to prolong his existence. And I think we can trust him on that, because even creating the crystal to help us get Kenna back is just one step in a direction of giving him the eternal life that he wants.
So you think he's just helping us because it might get us off his back or something?
I think he's helping us because if we don't stop what's happening, it won't matter if he's immortal.
I mean, then that just makes him no different than any normal person who tries to help out somebody doing good.
Nobody ever said that all acts had to be selfless. They can be good and be selfish.
I know. But
It's the same thing that happens to everybody. People do good things for the wrong reasons, and people do bad things for the right reasons. I don't think us killing people along the way is a good thing, but we did it because we were trying to protect other people. Everybody's a bad guy to somebody.
yeah. I guess it still has to happen.
I'm not sure where I stand on that yet.
Well, no offense, Kit, but I don't think this one's your choice.
No, I know. It's the same when I was with you to begin with. This entire adventure has never been my choice.
Oh, well, now I just feel bad.
Don't feel bad. Look how much cool stuff I've gotten because of it. Like,
Are we breaking the fourth wall?
what?
We started to break the fourth wall.
No. I'm
No,
still talking to Sylphie.
No, I know, but I'm just thinking like this is very meta.
Is it?
It's getting there.
Oh, okay. Just like it's none of this has really been my story. This has been
Now it's meta.
no, it's not still. It's true. I mean, it's a little meta, but yeah.
Yeah.
I've been helping people, which is not something I typically do for free.
Same.
But I think I've accidentally become an integral part of all of this.
Well, yeah.
And I will say I've probably figured out mostly everything. I'm not going to lie. It's been mostly me. But
okay, I'll take your word for it.
yeah.
I was
my
here
God.
for several months of it.
Oh, Jesus. It would have just been Marin wandering on the plains looking for a god to do a deal with.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yep, it was just the Price is Right the whole time. But yeah, I don't know, but we've done some good stuff. We've changed the world forever.
Why are you such an asshole, but you also have like good things to say?
Oh, sorry.
God damn it. Now I'm more conflicted.
About what?
Everything.
Oh, well, you're welcome. I'm always here. I charge an hourly rate, so.
Yeah, fuck you. I'm not paying you for shit.
Yeah.
I chopped off my own hand today.
You know, when I said it, I really didn't think you would do it, but
I didn't think I would either.
I'm proud of you.
I'm not sure if I am.
That took a lot of balls, like a lot of balls.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll grow it back tomorrow, hopefully, but it should be,
If I could chop my own hand off, why can't? All right. I just think about all the other things that I've never been able to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was really cool. Like, and really badass. You should definitely tell Ziegler about it.
Wait. Where is he?
He's currently buying us another boat. Did I tell you I started a business?
No.
Oh, yeah. I started a shipping trade called the Kit and Caboodle.
Oh my god, did you use that bucket?
Yeah.
Oh no, what do you sell?
Not poison. That was a bad
Thank God.
choice.
Yeah.
There's still some of it missing.
Missing or used.
We don't know.
Yeah, you guys never asked.
Yeah, and I also grew a whole bunch of apple trees in Valfira. So we sell like apples and stuff, and then like probably holy water, I'm assuming, and things like that. But apparently Ziegler has been pushing. Not only does he take it to Seeger Reafir, but he's been pushing to have it sent further north so we can get better prices and more trade and trade back and forth. We've like created quite a little system of commerce.
So I get a cut, right?
Once we get done buying all these boats, I'm assuming we're just gonna like set up and be good for life.
Okay.
And
I just need to
I'm
buy
sure,
like one rental property and then build from there.
I'm sure. Well, now we're getting meta. But I think Ziegler would be more than happy to share with you.
I don't know, he's kind of an asshole.
So are you.
Yeah.
You guys would be like a pair of buttholes in the sea.
How is he, by the way?
Well, he's good. I'm sure he still looks damn fine.
I'm not sure if I'm happy about that.
I'm pretty sure he mentioned that he was happy you're alive.
You told him?
Oh yeah.
Wait,
well,
you told him I was dead?
No, okay. He found out you were dead because we met him after you were dead.
Okay.
Okay. So he was like, "Where's Sylphie?" And we're like, "Well, she's dust."
He didn't ask about me.
That's an absolute lie.
Why would he even remember me?
Because you turned him down.
Well, yeah. I'm sure everyone does that.
Not like you did.
Whatever.
And yes, I didn't tell him you were alive. Marin told him you're alive because Marin.
Does she know about that little exchange?
Yes.
Vaguely, yeah.
It's okay. You guys will go on a Twilight cruise or something. And
no,
it'll be great.
I'm not giving that man the time of day. Are you kidding me? He left us in Erisholm without a ride. Yes, I'm gonna fucking give him the time of day. Shut up.
Yeah, I know. And if he had given us a ride from there, he'd be dead in a hurricane because that guy died. Probably.
Did he though?
Well,
did you get a spell?
I gave him water walk for an hour, but I think he might have just been like pummeled to death by the waves because of it.
Yeah, that's possible.
I should have just let him drown. It would have been faster.
So you said he goes between Volfura and Seeger Reafir?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's actually he's garnered us 4,000 gold already. We're having him buy another boat, so he's doing a good job.
How fast did he do that?
A few months. We're making good money.
I didn't know sailing made a lot of money.
It does if you have expensive wares to trade.
All right,
Sylvie's just like, sugar daddy.
Like, if I can't get anything fun out of him, I may as well lead him on and get money. Yeah.
There we go, yeah.
Okay, Ziegler.
So if you ever want to talk to him, we have these scrolls.
My writing hand is fucked.
Well, I guess if you're going to live hand to mouth, you better be ambidextrous.
Good night, Kit.
Okay. I'll grow your arm back tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Give me one of those scrolls.
Marin would happily give you hers.
All right, fine. But she's going to ask why.
So tell her
no.
You have a doctor's appointment.
That's stupid, because Silas is the doctor now.
Tell her you're sending porn.
Yeah, she won't ask questions.
No.
And Sylvie gets up and walks away.
All right. I will.
Bye.
Good night. I will just sit there for a couple minutes, I suppose. And I'm trying to think if there's anything I want to do. Yeah. No, I think that's good for me. I think I'm good. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Marin,
Yes.
you wandered off with Silas.
Yes.
What's happening?
Oh, we're just hanging out, playing.
Did you just go to bed or did you...
I imagine I probably sulked around for a little while, but
And he just watched you from the bed.
Surprising.
so weird. Oh no. I'm looking at my notes trying to see if there's anything. Oh, no. Okay. I guess I'll just stare into the fireplace for a little while and then just go. I talked to Ted.
How did that go?
I don't. To be determined. I don't know.
You finished the conversation, but you don't know how it went.
Yep.
All right.
That's basically all my conversations in the past day.
So what do you think about Sylvie then?
I think she's lying.
Well, obviously.
She's more conflicted than she's leading on.
Again, respectfully, obvious.
Okay, well, not everybody has the world's highest passive perception, so...
That's not at all the skill that you'd use to detect that, but all right.
Whatever. Insight, whatever. Passive insight. Shut up.
That's not a thing.
Is it not? I have it.
Passive insight?
Passive insight. Passive wisdom.
It's passive investigation.
No, there's passive... I'm looking at D&D Beyond.
When the
Right
fuck did they
now.
introduce passive insight?
There's passive perception, passive investigation, and passive insight.
Mm-hmm.
What? I've
Yeah.
never heard of that in my life.
Talk to the wizards of the coast.
Talk to the wizards that are on the coast.
Yeah.
Because it's not on the character sheet, but it's probably
No,
on D&D
yeah.
Beyond.
It's on D&D Beyond.
Sounds made up, but I believe it.
I'll take a picture.
No, I saw it on D&D Beyond.
To be fair, everything's made up, so...
Yeah. Well, I mean,
point.
considering I homebrew use criticals and fails for skill checks, anything fucking goes.
That's true. Anything goes.
Anything goes.
Boy,
Anyway.
Gabriel, boy.
I was in that show. It's fun.
On him low, Gabriel.
Yeah.
Been a sinner. Been a saint. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Speak to your husband.
Yeah. I forgot what I was saying.
Yeah.
She doesn't really want to kill him.
And why do you think that is?
Because he got to her. He
Yes.
said that whole sob story about wanting to be a good dad, and
I'm not sure that's exactly what he said.
Maybe not to us, but he wants to be a good dad to those kids.
You're jealous.
I'm not jealous, Silas.
That
would
sounds
be
like jealousy to me.
that would be a childish emotion,
But you were a
thought.
child then.
He did really just unforgivable things to me and to her and to Redner and Flynn. Like, it wasn't just that he was mean. He manipulated us. He did some heinous shit. I'm not just going to forgive that, and I'm not just going to let him escape consequence free from that just because there are some kids on the line.
No one said you had to forgive him.
I'm definitely not doing that, but
he certainly didn't ask for forgiveness. In fact, I think he rather implied that he didn't think he was worthy of it.
What a saint.
I'm not trying to upset you, darling.
I know
just
you're not.
Trying to get a hold on what you're thinking.
I know. This would just be so much easier if I never talked to him. That's why I wanted to stay out. That's why I wanted to stay outside.
Why did you go in?
Because she did. And I wanted to keep her safe. When we were younger, I never wanted them to be in the same room alone together. So I just kept up the tradition, I guess. I'm never going to forgive him, but what? Those kids are... I hate admitting when Kit's right, but we're either going to be the villains for letting a horrible man get off scot-free with no consequences and just live out his unnaturally long life happy, or we're going to be the villain to those kids for killing off the one person who is kind to them.
And which do you think is worse?
Don't know. I don't know.
Beyond what I already know, which is that obviously you hate him for good reason. How do you feel about him?
Are you asking if I didn't know If I didn't have any personal experience with him, how would I feel about him, or what?
No, I'm just asking, what are your overall feelings about him, other than the obvious? Is there anything else there?
I think he's still a snake. And maybe he is somewhat genuine. Maybe. But I also know that he was known for having a silver tongue and saying a lot of things to get you to do whatever he wanted. And maybe that's what's happening right now. Maybe we'll let him just live out there, and then we're going to have 4 other kids who are running around the world angry and confused and scared all the time. 20 years later. Or, maybe he has changed. I don't know.
And what would you think if those children grew up happy and healthy with him?
I guess I don't have a lot of room to complain if that's the case.
You have all the room to complain.
I'm really trying not to be the entitled bitch just sitting here crying about why me? Why couldn't it have been easier for me or anything like that when those kids, they were slaves. They had it way worse than anything I had at that age. They deserve happiness. I shouldn't be complaining about this.
Just because your experience was different doesn't mean it's worth less. Do you think that he has the potential to have changed? Because if you don't believe him for a moment, then we don't even need to be having this conversation. But if you think he has the potential, then
Yesterday I would have said no. I don't know.
I have a new but small theory about Alistair Altera. I think that when he realized his mortality, he realized a number of other things as well. And I think once he achieved his immortality, he began to think differently. We caught him at the start of it when he was still sick and weak and had only just become a lich. He was a coward who was trying to make himself useful so that we wouldn't kill him. And he panicked and killed Sophie. But I think now that he's had a little time to grow into what he is now, I think something about him has changed. And time will tell if it's for the better. But I think while he is the same person, guilty of all the same sins, I think there's some new potential there now that he's no longer afraid. As afraid. I'm not excusing anything he has ever done, but people do terrible things out of fear. And especially when they're around other terrible people. I think it's been agreed over time that Wedna was the real one in charge.
In some aspects, I guess.
Well, again, not dismissing anything, but I think the change of pace and environment and time to reflect back has changed him somewhat. And these children, I have my suspicions and my fears for them, but when Alistair said he picked them up out of pity, that was the first thing that made me stop and wonder what he meant by that. Alistair Altera doesn't do pity. He doesn't pick up people or things that won't be of use to him. And he's certainly not kind to them, not the Alistair Altera that we knew. But when I heard him speaking to the little boy, I heard someone else. There's part of me that desperately wants to hope something has changed. It would be good for everyone if there was one less horrible, high-powered, immortal thing in this world.
That's why I wish that nothing about him's changed. Because then I could kill him and feel nothing at all.
But you won't feel nothing.
Yeah. I'm sorry you ever had to do this to your mom. Because it sucks.
That's putting it lightly. I suppose it was some small mercy that right up to the end I knew my mother was awful and had no redeeming qualities. And she was never going to change. She was awful enough that she made herself a problem to somebody stronger than her. And it ended her. I don't feel like anything was lost by her death. It doesn't mean that I don't feel something, but I do not feel loss.
That's the thing, even if we do leave him alive, I will. I'll have lost my childhood. And there's no way of getting that back.
I think you and Sylphie need to talk about this.
Yeah. Probably. If she ever wants to talk to me about anything ever again.
I think it's safe to say we're all in strange, difficult positions right now. She's relearning how to move through this world.
Yeah.
She's different. We all are. Take a moment and talk to her, and don't get fed up with her because she's going to resist you. You know how she is.
Yeah, I know how she is.
Just wear her down like Kit does.
I'll have to learn some secrets from him about how to just annoy people into doing what you want them to do. I'm not as good at that as he is.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm exhausted.
Yeah. I'll go up and... Is he on, like, the bed or something?
Yeah, he's like sitting on the edge.
Okay. I'll just go up and cuddle up.
Yeah. And you guys chill out for the night, and everybody goes to sleep. Sleepy peepees.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's midnight past.
It's
Again.
It's 1:15 midnight. Yeah.
God damn it! There's never enough time.
No.
Why do things like work and sleep and sustenance exist?
I hate it.
I mean,
Can I not just play a 24-hour game of D&D again?
that
Yeah.
would be insane.
It's the only thing I really missed about college was being able to just fucking play all day, go to sleep, get right back up and play again. With the same people because we're all fucking crazy. Just be like, go to bed at night, be like, okay, Alyssa, you're getting the fucking Mountain Dew. Todd, get the coffee. Dan,
Fucking Todd.
snacks. And then everybody meet up in the morning all bleary-eyed, and I wouldn't have slept. And I'd be like, okay, motherfuckers, you ready to slap fucking dragon? They were like, yeah! And then we did. And then we broke the Merit Hide staff.
Yay.
Yeah. On my birthday. It was great.
Yay.
I don't talk to any of those people anymore.
Oh, that's sad.
No, it's fine. Whatever. I get to keep their characters, so fuck
That's
them.
true.
Yeah, like Raynor and what's his fuck, the Dragonborn.
Yes, what's his fuck?
And Tali. Yeah. Anyway.
Right. Yeah.
Hello.
Take us out.
Yeah. Hi. Oh. I really want Nutella right now.
Get it.
Sorry. It's right there. But yay, small apartment. Yes. Thank you for joining us for this wonderful another 7-hour episode
Durnder. You can find us on Twitter at @LaurenADVCo. Follow us, share us, interact with us, because that's what I want. I want more people to watch this because I think it's fun. But yeah, find us there. You can find all the links below if you're watching on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube later on, you can find all the links in the description. Astrid, tell us about yourself and your book, which is going to be done next week.
Let's not make any guarantees.
Nope, we're making guarantees. Get it done.
Hi. When I'm not crying on the internet for 4 hours or whatever.
I don't think that's ever a thing that isn't happening.
That's true.
But anyway,
I've watched on Twitter.
Oh God. Yeah, speaking of which, you can find me on all the things at Astrid K Writes or on my website, astridknight.com. I'm writing a book. It's pretty cool. Also, am going to be in an anthology run by Skullgate Media. It's called Pirates of the Multiverse, Tales from the Year Between, Volume 3. We're working on world building right now, and we are and we are starting a Kickstarter on Monday. So if you would like me to get paid to write, and if you would like a copy of the book and shit in whatever format you want, then pay money to it and you'll have it.
And that Kickstarter link, by the way, I will post it.
It is not up right now.
Tweet when you get it.
But when I will be posting it everywhere when we get it. Our other friend Jamie Bean is also in it, and a bunch of other really cool people who I'm just meeting. So yeah, it's pretty neat.
That's pretty neat.
That's pretty neat there, Barbara.
No, you can't combine nature with Midwest. Blake.
Hi, I'm Blake Wolfe. You can find me at blakerwolfe.com.
Point your microphone at yourself.
It is pointed at myself.
That's better.
I'm just running out of energy. blakerwolfe.com, or you can find me at Blake R. Wolfe on all the social media handles, BLAKERWOLFE. I'm working on the 4th book of a fantasy series. The 4th book will be coming out on June 30th. And yeah, it's also got kind of a D&D feel to it. Lots of gay characters, because that's all I know how to write. And then, yeah, that's me. Taiylor, tell us about yourself and the pen you just dartboarded into the wall.
I didn't dartboard it into the wall. There's a box back there.
Oh, I thought maybe there was a cat and just like...
Hello. Kitty. I am the multi-voiced, multifaceted Dungeon Master. You can find me on Twitter at TAYLORW. I told you one of these days I wasn't going to say it. TAIYLORWALLACE. Make sure you spell it wrong. You never find me. Okay.
Okay.
You can also find me at sonderediting.com, where I do not charge your third toe for editing services. Which third toe? I don't know. We'll find out.
It's a surprise.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter which direction you count from. Your third toe is always the center toe.
Yeah, but on the left or the right.
Does it matter?
The left one does.
On your left foot or your right foot? Some people, if you have a dominant leg, then yes, it does matter.
Mm.
Most people do have a dominant leg.
Yeah,
it's usually opposite your dominant hand.
Middle toes are worthless. You don't need middle toes.
Nah.
The one on the left is the weird stuff. I don't know what stuff that is, but they do it.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, I edit for acceptable rates,
No.
especially if you're a new author. And
oh God, I'm sorry.
you know, NaNoWriMo's right around the corner in 6 months. If you would like to get past year stuff edited that you have maybe thrown in the dustbin, or maybe next year, look me up, sonderediting.com.
All right.
Cha.
We ready?
And a reminder, we are not streaming on June 19th.
Yes.
Is that the day? Yes.
I believe
I will
so.
be in the Yoop.
Huh.
Is that it? VODs and shit go up on Wednesdays, including podcasts in the morning. Catch us next Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. Now I'm done.
Okay. We'll see you guys later. Have a good week.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.